you know, so he can, so he can say he was gonna go after Obama, and it was gonna lead to the Clintons. Remember when that was the first time he was in office? Remember when they were going all that, and he wanted Obama to show his uh certificate and all that.
Yeah. Senator Scott said that video was the most racist thing seen coming out of this White House. Sources do tell us that.
Oh, I was gonna tell you.
I just walked away. I didn't hear you. I heard them.
Either they have chosen not to comment on it.
All right, Rachel Scott, thank you. Woman, now you've been a fierce
girl.
Yeah, old chick. She got on the wig too. That she got one of them older wigs on.
And he's racist.
Good eye, dude. Right.
Way back when they excluded people of color from their neighborhood.
That's the kind of wig my great grandmother used to wear. But she used to wear hers where I guess it was like that, but hers used to go back. And then my deal, my deal, I wish you could have met my deal. My deal would have loved you, girl. But she was a sweet old woman. I remember one day she told me to do something. I was finna take off running. She said, and she caught me right here with my ankle, and it was a cane, and I couldn't do nothing. Couldn't twist my leg out. Couldn't do nothing. Come in. Where you going, nephew? I mean, Rockhead, where you going? She was something else. That's not my deal.
But he is removing artifacts from the Smithsonian Museum, the African American Museum. He's having the Park Service erase a brochure about Medgar Evers, who was assassinated by racists who belonged to the KKK.
Yeah, that was during Martin Luther King and the Black Feathers or whatever, because I remember that and watching Malcolm X and Ghost of Mississippi or
yeah,
were they mentioning
all workers with this here.
I know he won't apologize, and I think there are some Republicans who are ashamed and who feel thrown out there. Some of them will come forward.
He's a racist.
You they.
Are you surprised some of them came forward? And who are you surprised is asking him to apologize?
Well, no, I'm not surprised. Do you recall when I think it was someone who was very close to him, Steve Bannon, who touted racism and encouraged racism and said that was the way to win. And let me tell you that, wear it as a badge of honor. So they've been in this business of using racism politically to advance.
They use racism for everything, not just politics.
I'm not surprised. I do think that there are some Republicans who will come forward, who have come forward.
Spiritual wickedness in high places.
Mm-hmm.
We're dealing with the deranged.
A megalomaniac, to be precise.
Whether it is racism,
He is a maniac, but I don't think he do. I think he just power home. Oh, and he's gonna get everything.
Donald Trump shitter.
I might get everything named after him. They wouldn't let us take our phones in there, but we got to just go in there. Shit, he already got it. He got gold toilets. Everything in this bathroom is gold.
In the Trump towers, it is anyway.
Yeah, and everything in the Trump Tower is gold. They let us go in there, but we couldn't take our phones in there. Because I don't think it was for
the water faucets, the bath, the sinks, the toilet, everything was gold.
Everything was gold. Everything, John. But we let us go in. I don't think non-rich people could go in there. I don't think, but they let us in there. They let us in there. They let us in there, but they told us. We couldn't
go to the first floor. We
couldn't go up above the first floor, but we couldn't take our phones into the bathroom, into the building with us, into the bathroom. We couldn't take our phones, but they let us go in there. And then he took pictures for us right out there. The same one they tried to blow up in front of it. Remember they blew that car up in front of it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the same one they let us in.
That have been publicly released, not the 3 million pages that are still being
Yeah,
withheld.
man, they're still hashing this fucking pervert shit.
We actually
this is crap gonna go on.
Until they solve
pervert.
until they solve Charlie Kirk real murder, real assassination. That's how long they gonna go on.
Fascinated by these pervos, the guy fucking 12, 13-year-old girls.
I bet you ought to see your sons.
20 years sex trafficking. She is death. The Republican-led committee.
That's wild. I'm surprised he kept his dick in his pants.
Look, they in it too.
Oh yeah.
Obama, Donald Trump, all of them in their high power.
And today, Bill Clinton posted, "Will not sit idly as they use me as a prop in a closed-door kangaroo court by a Republican Party. If they want answers, let's stop the games and do this the right
Shit,
way."
you ought to see the one where Donald Trump was checking in when they was going in the door. Donald Trump touched the ding-a-ling. He grabbed his ding-a-ling. You know how he said
he go, man.
He grabbed Clinton ding-a-ling when he was coming in the Epstein deal. Somebody look at I did that last year.
I don't care to look at it.
Yeah, he grabbed that. He felt that mug. He know how big it
I can remember
feels.
when Bill Clinton got elected into office, I was so happy because, I was an Arkansas kid. My governor was president.
Yeah.
And now I'm like embarrassed.
Times when we had money, jobs was inflation was normal.
Yeah, those were good times. It was so much better.
Yeah, I'd say some of the best years that our was under Clinton's administration.
Yeah, he was
did
great.
a pretty good damn good
He was a
job
great
as
governor.
president,
He was a
too.
great president.
Yeah.
It was after office.
Oh, I
when
should have
everybody
stayed
started
in
coming
that
out.
mother.
But I'm like this. I don't care what him and Monica Lewinsky did. I don't care what any president. Every president's done it down the line. Kennedy was one of the greatest. Even
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
it's no secret that men cheat, women cheat.
We are tracking a new winter
So why blow it up? If they're doing a good job in office, leave their private life alone.
Well, hell, she was right there in the pulpit looking down that thing.
I don't care. Leave.
He was standing there giving a speech when Monica Lewinsky was looking on that thing. He was. I wish I had it like that. I'd be giving a speech and somebody took on that thing.
Keep on.
You don't think I'd stand there and give a 2-hour speech?
You're gonna get yourself in trouble.
I'm sorry, baby. Don't let me be the president. I'm sorry, baby.
Are we prepared for another Arctic blast?
Yeah, it probably come on down. Ain't said nothing. They said if they pray, he said if they pray, he'll hold back some of this stuff. But if they don't, he said they're gonna come back harder. I guess they'll be all right then.
Brutally below normal for millions of people for weeks, from the Northeast to the Great Lakes, as ABC's Alex Morales showed.
Why not? Minus 20.
Yeah, forget about us Central South folks down here.
Because of the prolonged deep, the lake has gone from 100% ice coverage.
California, Tristan and Riley were on the phone, and it was 1 degree colder than it was before the ice. And during the ice, he's still able to have his windows open during the day.
Really?
Yes, that's how California is. They didn't get no snow.
No, they got a lot of other stuff.
But they are still at 60, almost 70-degree weather during the day.
WABC Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg joins us now with more on what we can expect.
Poor Florida's iguanas are falling out of trees and getting sliced up alive on pizza. That's what Shane told us.
Oh, yeah.
Those
Yeah.
lizards are sleeping in trees, not even aware of what's going on. Just falling out because it iced over. Why not get them and go put them in a sanctuary somewhere where they can keep on hibernating?
Well,
Leave
they
the poor critters
what they
alone.
saying they being overran by them.
Well, they need to round them up while it's dry.
Yeah, that's Ringo boy. Old boy doing that.
Ship
That
them off
he
back to wherever they came from.
the one that be doing all the fishing and all that, catching the wild fish and all that wild game.
Back to iguana land.
with temperatures that are crashing all day. So you're talking sub-zero wind chills starting during the day on Saturday. And look at these Sunday morning wind chills: 14 below Boston, 12 below Sunday morning in New York. It's the coldest air in 3 years. It'll feel like 5 below in DC. So really best to stay inside.
Look over there at Indiana. They ain't showing Indiana's, but
All right. Tuesday.
I told E when we went through Indiana to go to, I would move to Indiana. It is beautiful, but
The Carnival cruise ship. The person taken into custody is a member of her own family. Here's the latest.
I wouldn't want 6 months of cold weather. I told the mom and daddy I appreciate this when we get it like we do.
Yeah.
Not getting it all the time.
Yeah, they get part the southern
According to her father. Anna Kepner found in her
southeastern part
cabin.
gets the leg of the other. It's pretty.
She said yesterday their lows were, or their high was 23.
Yeah.
And during this ice storm, they hit negative 30 something.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Wrapped in a blanket covered in
That was-
love.
that's
Our Victor
okay.
Kendo sitting down with Anna Kepner's grandparents in an
At mom and daddy's, we got down to -1, I think. And I was too. I mean, I go outside, take a few hits off the cigarettes. We don't smoke in my house. I put it out and go back in. It wasn't even worth smoking. I told Dad, I said, this will make somebody quit smoking when they don't have to go outside all the time. And sitting under the carport, it whips in there around you. It is so much warmer outside, the carport. But you can't stand out there when it's iced over.
No, you can't walk. Can't.
Mm.
You can, but you gotta get mom climbing across the ice.
Yeah, and I didn't have my tennis shoes. This is all I had. They're not slippery,
It
but
don't
my
make any
feet,
difference.
they're too big. They're my daddy. My feet just fall out of them. I have to bend my toes down when I pick them up. Just to hold the shoe.
Yeah, she's married to us.
Really? I did not know that.
I didn't either till he got accused of wiener snacking.
Wow.
Whatever he's doing.
Look at everything with that.
Melissa Gilbert, that's her name.
Coming up, a disturbing.
And I always thought she was an ugly kid, but she was a pretty woman. Which they always say if you're a cute baby or a pretty kid, you're going to be ugly when you grow up. And vice versa. If you're pretty when you're little, you're going to be ugly when you're, you know, or ugly when you're little, you be whatever.
Like she had been down through the place 3 times a lady.
Did you see this commercial? I told Daddy, I said, no wonder we want boost internet when we couldn't even have the phone over half of Arkansas.
For real.
You know, the Nashville and Dermont, we had no service down there. I did not want internet. He's trying to catch it up.
My bad, John.
Oh, that I gotta go find where I can. They're doing ice skating tonight.
Opening,
It was at 7, wasn't it?
Tune in now.
It's not 7 yet.
no, not yet.
Oh, yeah, you missed it then.
I tried to get a local station. Yeah. Opening ceremony. ABC this time.
Yeah, that or NBC is one of them.
I'm 1 and 2, yeah.
And I have those stuff to pay for, and they show very little free stuff.
Yeah.
Like on CBS, I love Sheriff Country and Fire Country, and I can't watch those on there. Paramount to watch them, or I just kept up because she's got them DVR.
Tune in February 25th. Every angle.
She'll sit there and watch it, but she'll record it for me, so when I'm there, I can just run through them.
Really?
And it's like I'll have to watch that down there too, I guess, because it comes back out. I saw the preview for it. They gave the new trailer out today. It's April the 19th.
Audition for one man. Assuming you don't have superpowers. Yeah.
Wonder Man. I'm not
Yeah,
your
he's advertised or he's trying out for the role.
I'll never work at Kenneth anyone found out.
So Ben,
I'll never see you. Marvel Television.
Wonder Man, everything.
All 8 episodes now streaming.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley.
yeah,
He did what, the 10 Commandments or whatever. He was always in the religious ones when I was little. That's going to be good too. She's his boss.
We're not in the office anymore, Brian.
Yeah, you never had a boss like me.
Oh no.
He was supposed to be her boss.
And I'm the
Because
one
he
that
said
gonna
something.
say the words.
We're not in the office anymore.
This audition is the first page of my story.
It's like, psycho.
Lionel Richie's gonna be on American Idol as a judge.
Holy crap, I'm auditioning for American Idol.
Oh, get out.
Wow, beautiful. That's what it's all about.
He tried to, you know something, I was trying to see who he tried to look like when he was young. What's that dude name? Wicked Al Wickovich. Eat it. Weird Al, that's his name. That's who. And he up there in the top 5, ain't he?
I don't know. It just started. American Idol's only been out like a week or 2.
Oh.
This is a completely new season.
Look at these local game day gains by the numbers. As of November, consumer spending at
I'm a bet
for
640.
from 2019, according
I
to
didn't know you were
Bureau
alive.
of Economic Analysis data. Bank of America said game days were tied to a 77% increase in court spending
little
within
bit.
most stadium zip codes.
You see?
And the biggest impact on those
Wait till your
among
fans.
all teams went to the Kansas City Chiefs, my hometown. There was a more than 200% increase in their home zip code on game days.
I'm gonna go finish this episode.
Stuff I only learned it on YouTube.
There's been a median 7% rise in spending on top of the normal game day boost.
Hey, remember to let Robbie wear that pizzas in the refrigerator.
I will.
This year's game pass.
Oh, he might be working late. He said. Well, no, he said he's gonna. Well, he said he might ride the bus home.
Had a 70% impact on card spending for a typical home game day. And then Levi Stadium last
Yeah,
year for the Super Bowl in
not working. He had to
2016,
roll in.
the San Francisco
Yeah.
50 hosted
He said. I think he said he worked. They worked till 6 o'clock.
That's a weird shit.
Yeah, but they're gonna get him later on. They do it like that, and they work him like they'll start working. What today is? Friday.
Yeah.
They're gonna start tomorrow. They're gonna work till closing. Sunday gonna work till closing. Monday's first day of the week. Everybody gonna come off and they're gonna be hungry because ain't nobody gonna cook for them. So they're gonna work till closing. Then they might have them off, and then they gonna call them in. That's the reason they doing that, because they call them in. They'll call them in real quick. One of the managers, it might be 2 of the managers. They call him real quick.
Yeah.
And they know he'll come in, especially if they got to work. That manager got to come in at 10 o'clock. That manager got to come in at 10 a.m. They got to work till what, 9 o'clock? Of course, one of the workers don't come in. Guess who they gonna call? Robbie. You want to come in early, Robbie? Or do you want to come in, you off, and work till about 9 o'clock? Robbie say yes, and then by that time, the next manager gonna have them close because somebody home. When they see Robbie there, it's over with. They gone.
Either in subtle or not so subtle ways. So this one is the Coca-Cola polar bear doing a blind taste test and using Pepsi, and then it's sort of their emotional journey going through accepting this. I just find it really funny. I think it makes you in and pay attention, and why not have a little fun with it? It makes sense because you often see people praising these brands on social media when they poke fun at each other.
Yes.
So why not
To the airwaves.
exactly?
What other trends are you seeing?
Well, we're seeing, I'll just say bathroom humor is what we're seeing. So this is the first time that I have seen them sort of do like this. So from
Thank you.
Manscaped, there are singing hairballs in the shower, and it's actually really funny.
And sometimes I just like
released
playing
the
this
trailer, but I've seen the whole ad, and it's
and listen to the news and talking to my friend John the Cat Dad. He's while we talk cannabis. Cannabis talk. That's the way our YouTube channel look. That's the way our YouTube channel look. My friend of 20 years or better. We stopped counting after the first year.
Shocked to hear they started the price at 8, but then you said demand was
And now here it is 20-some years later. We still doing the same thing we was doing when we met. Smoking weed every day. Smoking weed every day. We show hell. We done smoke bongs, bowls, joints, blunt. Just out in the opening, we just put it in the ashtray and burnt it. We smoke what we call octopuses. That take about 2 ounces and 8 legs on it. We got one that's 4 legs. We smoked one that was a water jug, one of them industrial water jugs where you go in there, you can get some water. Yeah, we smoked one off of that. Man, we done smoked a lot of weed. We done smoked it oil, butter, ate it, chewed it up, spit it out, blowed it to the curb, didn't like it, liked it, loved it. Said we ain't gonna get no more of this shit. we done we done smoked a lot. We done smoked this summer. Yeah, water bongs, dry bongs, ice bongs. Spoons.
You get a bud. You take 2 tablespoons and put them over gas. Like orange
They
hot.
want it to trend on social. They want people to be excited when it comes on
Flyers.
for game night. They want to,
When
have
they get
people
orange
eating.
hot, take that bud, put it in between, clamp it down,
So
pass it
there's a
around.
few like Dunkin' in the trailer with
No, we gotta try that, John. We gotta try that, John. The cat daddy. His name is John the Cat Daddy Healy. Oh, I wasn't trying to call that. I was not trying to call that. Oh, I got a check for the bed.
Celebrities who are in on the joke are willing to make fun of themselves. I love them.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Zoe,
you.
and thanks for being here. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coming up, a federal gambling case involving an MLB star pitcher, maybe even larger than originally thought. And we take a look at.
Don't forget, it don't cost you nothing to like, share this here, like it, comment where you from, and then we'll get a. I don't know what if anybody talking, because like I said, I'm playing while I'm going through the songs right now, getting the CD ready, the mix CD. We coming out with a mix CD later on in the year. I'm getting it ready. And we got Liz to Biz. Give Liz to Biz credit, give a shout out to Liz to Biz. Rex Hertz, Gemini Lamar, the Cryptic, Skunky Saints, Aonix Dreamer, Roxy Red. Give a shout out to all them there. Whoop whoop. Give a shout out to Mr. Main 801 8780. But right now we just going through some songs. It's still there. We're going through some songs. Hey, we had what you call the sloppy Joe piece of the night was fire. It was sloppy Joe. It was sloppy Joe and sausage and hot dogs with cheese. Oh, what's up? Give a shout out to Deadly D. Whoop whoop. Toxic Poison, the antidote. Yes, sorry. The Deadly Queen. And this is our song that I'm going through right now. It's called Family. You can find that on YouTube. You can find that on YouTube, SoundCloud, and all them good places. I show you the link. I guess it'll show you the link. I ain't got the volumes on to it. It's nothing like sitting at the house making money and looking at TV, what you want to look at, playing poker and all that there, and doing a live feed on your channel, keeping it active and all that there, trying to get somebody to keep it active. It's always a good thing. My girl said she said, turn on your background. Let me see how your background looks. I turned it on, baby. It's on. She told me turn on the background. Let her see my back. There it is. I guess she want me to change it up too. She said she can't tell that. Got that little earpiece up there and I can hear her. Y'all probably can't hear her. I can hear her. That's the one she talking about right there. Got it right there. 10-4 ain't a good hand. 10-4 ain't a good hand to play. Did you see who I was talking about? Him? Did you see him?
Yeah.
One to look like Weird Al. You know he got a new song coming out. Yeah, yeah, he got a new song coming out. Well, no, it came out last year. It came out like in November. I played it on one of my shows. I can't remember what show it was. I think it was
Here's a look at the stories making headlines right now.
season 8. I think it was in season 8.
Said they are aware of a new message sent to a local.
It was called "Shouts Out to the." What did I call it? I think it was giving shots out to
A Texas family is suing
the
owner of
80s
Mystic
and the
after
90s, which he fell in the
last
top
July
10.
killed 27
We're
campers,
out. He came because
including their 8-year-old daughter.
he
Cecilia.
got on when he did Michael
Parents allege
Jackson's
the owners
Yeah.
were aware of dangers.
"Beat It." I think it was "Beat It" was the first one he did, and he called it "Eat It." Eat it, eat that, and then it took off. And you know how it started? You want to know how it started? He was looking at Michael Jackson when it said "Beat It."
Yeah.
When he said "Beat It," and then if somebody showed a commercial where it was slapping, he was slapping the Pepsi commercial when there was you was passing it was slapping the commercial. I mean the Pepsi commercial when his hair caught on fire. Man, that time his hair caught on fire.
Yeah.
Somebody showed a commercial that said "Beat It," and he was in the pizza place, and the person said, "Hurry up and eat it, eat it." And he said, it said, "Beat it, beat it," and it said, "Eat it, eat it," and he said, "Beat it, beat it." He said, "That's it. I'm gonna do this," and he went and recorded it, and he let Michael Jackson hear it, and it went on from there. It said Michael Jackson laughed, and that's all it took. Michael Jackson laughed because he was eating, and he got fat and all that. Yeah, eat it. No matter whatever you can stuff it, you can eat it. You're gonna love it cause you hubba bubba something like that. But nevertheless, he said Michael Jackson laughed, and that all it took right there. And he been on right then, and he did it. Golly, man, you can have it. You can have that. I'm gonna get you. Yeah, keep going.
Toast, huh?
Yeah, keep going.
Free in-home consultation to help you pick out the perfect one. Our seamless one-piece wall system prevents leaks and is backed by our true lifetime warranty.
One call, one visit, one-day installation. The backfitter process is.
And that's my brother right there, Big Ridge.
Family today, for limited time only.
He did that song right there when my dad died. That's his dad too. My dad is his dad, of course. But he did that song when he died. So y'all probably can't hear it. I can hear it.
Wow, it's February. We're still running table wins.
Oh, you ought to see what they talking about. They not even on Valentine. I think they on St. Patrick's Day already. March.
Coming up on it, yeah.
Yeah, they already passed.
The high holy days.
Yeah.
Start with that Wednesday.
Oh man, they.
And then it goes from there. It's 40 days till Easter.
On Super Bowl 60 this weekend, the Seattle Seahawks.
And I know Passover is coming in a couple of weeks. And then Yom Kippur at the end of the month, I
this year
think.
it's being coined Benito Bowl. The Grammy Award-winning singer, rapper, and producer Bad Bunny
will no doubt be bringing the island of Puerto Rico to a global audience. In fact, he is the first ever artist singing exclusively in Spanish. Here's Nightline co-anchor Byron Pitts on Bad Bunny's cultural significance on the big stage.
Bad Bunny is having a moment. The Puerto Rican superstar born Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, known for smash hits like I Like It. Chart-topping collab with Cardi B and J Balvin. Now gearing up to headline the Super Bowl this Sunday. The first ever artist singing exclusively in Spanish to do so. Bad Bunny speaking with Apple Music ahead of the big show.
Are there surprises on Sunday?
You know that's something that I don't know.
What is that?
I know that the world gonna be happy at this Sunday, and they're gonna have fun, and they're gonna dance, and they're gonna have a good time.
Looks like that hat is too, man. He was ready for sub-zero weather.
Mm-hmm. He ready.
I can imagine being in Puerto Rico and this guy's just going to New York City, 10 degrees below zero. You could die.
Popular Baile Inolvidable, garnering him Album of the Year, an historic first. Before I say thanks to God,
Before?
say eyes out. Bad Bunny
Before?
Trump administration's immigration policy.
That's what he
during
said.
his Grammy acceptance.
Oh.
Savage, we're not animals, we're not we are humans, and we are American.
He spoke in English. He addressed the American public, and he said what he needed to say to show where he stands.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico is the territory of the United States, so
Yeah, but
it's like the bastard child just ignore us. And just kind of had any power down there in that country for years. Can't even keep the lights on.
as my friend A1 and his circle talk friends with their song, he said, "This is what they gonna do in the summertime." Have you heard this song, A1? The one we get the bread from?
Did you play it? Have you ever played it here?
Well, yeah, I played it sometimes. I just didn't play it all the time cause their group broke up. One went to Texas, he stopped, and all they did it all because I know it was just a whole bunch of stuff. It was allegedly that none of them wanna invest any money into their craft. And A1 had set it up. He had went to school and got management license and a degree. And he went and started working at this here restaurant and became the manager. And he tried to hire his whole group, and they didn't want to work so they can invest in their career. Invest into it because he said every time he turned around, he was dropping. He was dropping all his money, but they never could drop nothing. And it was burning him out. So he said when he started putting the money in it and they just was just doing something, he said everybody lost interest in it. So, and they didn't, but he had went to school and everybody agreed on this. And he went to school, God did what he said he was going to do, and then went in, got a manager position so he can hire his team so everybody can make some money and still do what they like to do. And then it'd have been easier because they couldn't go nowhere. They were just doing it right around the town. They were getting big offers because Billy had them getting shows in Memphis and here in Hot Springs, but could nobody ever come together on time to get it, so they couldn't go there. So, but he asked me the other day when he told me come get there. We went and got it going. The little nugget popcorn things. Yeah, that's where he got it from him. And he asked me why I stopped playing this music. I said, I thought y'all didn't want me to play y'all music no more. Y'all ain't together no more. He said, no, man, play our music. Because everybody was bumping our music when you were playing it on your page. So I'm just putting back in rotation and all that. But this the song right here, John.
Yeah, I think
Oh, this is right here. they want right there. What they want right there. That's what, that's what I do. That's what you right there. That's what club is. That's what opera. That's what club is. That P3, that's the one that makes the beat and always starting it off. That's the it, always, I wouldn't do the same, but he the one that don't do it. He do the beats and all that and record, and he recorded them, but he did the video, he made the beat, so he went to Texas. See that he said he making the beat, that's his other beat. I met her too. When they were together, they wanted to do a track for me, and that's his nephew. That's a cousin. That's his cousin right there. Uh, hey, yo, who you with? Hey, get lit. Uh, 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 woo woo, cat daddy, cat daddy, son, cat daddy, he lives. Here in the room. Ha ha.
Bunch of money on it. And I said, Robbie, no.
Yeah, they
And
kept it.
he got $20. And I wrote the water. I said, wow. And I
They
said,
kept it.
and you open it up and see the ID. You know, I know this guy. He'll be on the bus. I said, thank you, Lord.
Yeah, and they gave you $20. Now they gave you $20. And then nobody else tried it. And then nobody else. And he turned it in. I get back to it, but then most of the time, stuff in. They would have kept it. That's the Whitney ones. She one of the ones that's gonna be on my album. Like, she bad too. She gonna be on my next CD. Yeah, she cool. And that's Olympus they talking about. Yeah, it's getting ready to come on. Oh man, they doing everything. They trying to talk about they coming through the portals.
Hey,
and all that.
the
Oh, hey, Robbie, you got some pizza in the box. You got some pizza. In the ice box. Yeah. Jack 4 ain't a good hand to work with. Man, they still talking about him. Trump finna do him in. That news anchor.
Yeah.
He finna do him in.
England Patriots. And time now that we learn more about the big Super Bowl halftime performer. Bad Bunny is just one of the biggest stars that we've ever seen. And this is not just
Look at one talking about. Yeah, one talking about. Now look at all of them finna talk about him now.
For this halftime show.
Puerto Rican superstar Bad Bunny on his way to the Super Bowl for a one-of-a-kind halftime performance just months, closing out his sold-out 31-show residency. A run only Stone Island has ever seen.
Four of them in there.
Oh shit! You should have brought me one, right?
Maybe his oldest.
You can get me now.
Okay.
At 101 years old, she was born 6 decades before reggaeton even existed. She once wanted to be a nut. Today, you see as proof, reggaeton has no age limit.
How old is she? 101? How they said she was 101?
The biggest stages. Tourism agency Discover Puerto Rico says around 600,000 visitors flocked to the island in just 2 months, and an estimated $400 to $700 million pumped into the local economy. Among thousands of other Puerto Ricans rallied their hometown hero's first residence.
It's called a bluff.
On her way to see her favorite artist live for the first
Oh, he didn't take it. Oh, he was supposed to be. No, I don't want to play that no more. Well, yeah, I guess I will play it again.
Oh man. Bad Bunny, huh?
Yeah, Bad Bunny.
It's gonna be on. The Super Bowl tonight?
Nah, the Super Bowl. I thought the Super Bowl don't play until
Sunday.
Well, that's that warm
Yeah,
air. And
Sunday.
warm temperatures overnight.
They're ready.
60 in Palm Springs. That's
I don't like either teams, but I'm ready to get not bad.
Cooler air. Temperatures up in the 70s for Las Vegas for Saturday afternoon. Lake Havasu 277, Phoenix, Yuma, right back up into the
Yeah,
80s.
the
Now, there's not much
Patriots and the Seahawks. I think ain't it the Patriots and the Seahawks. That's who's gonna win. They the cheaters.
They say Seahawks going to win. One person said
The Seahawks ain't gonna win. The Patriots is the, but it ain't that. It ain't that. The Seahawks do. You go by the money. The Seahawks bring in. The Patriots bring in the money because they've been Super Bowl champions. For what? I could tell you if I had my phone. If it wasn't going to be the Patriots, it was going to be the red team, the Chiefs. No, the one that with that young boy. Because it used to be the Patriots. Now, the man, what was his name? Who was that man? I don't like football anyway. Look at that. Coming in from California, they finna.
Low pressure system, as you can see, that comes up into southern Nevada, and we see that snow pushing in to Austin, and Bridgeport, and Reno.
Now, if you saw somebody drop a wallet in the store,
I wouldn't. I'd have kept it.
You would have kept it.
I would have. Because I'd have said they shouldn't have lost it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't have turned it in. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you I would have turned it in.
If you would have found that wallet,
I would have turned it in, but it wasn't gonna be no money in it.
Yeah.
I must be honest.
All you had to do was find a blue mailbox.
Yeah, that you could have did that. But some people got a good heart like that now. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you I wouldn't have kept his whole wallet. Whoever wallet it was, I wouldn't have kept the whole wallet. But I'm gonna tell you, I'd have went through it, I'd have found all the money that was in it. Because it was a blessing. Because you never know. That blessing was probably for you because he probably been one of an evil person. He probably been a person that wicked. He probably was the one that took the money from somebody else and it just landed. You got a lot of scenarios. But you did what you thought was right. You did what was in your heart to do. And see, only person know your heart is you and God. Y'all know. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm telling you. It wouldn't have been $9 in there. I'd have took all the money, but I'd have gave the wallet to somebody. I probably would have gave it to the bus stop, but I probably would have did what John said, put it in the mailbox. That's the best thing. Or I would have carried it to the police department. I'd have gave it to the police if I had seen them. I wouldn't have kept the whole wallet, but I wouldn't have turned the money in. I'm gonna tell you because that probably been a blessing for you. Somebody else would. I'm gonna tell you something. Other people probably did what you did, but most of the time you can put it on the scenario. 90% wouldn't have gave everything. They'd have kept the money, or they'd have kept some of the money, or they'd have kept it all, or they wouldn't have kept none of it. Like you didn't. You turned it in. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't have turned it in. I'd have turned the wallet in. I'd have gave the wallet, but the money wouldn't have. They wouldn't have never known there was money in it. Only the person that lost the wallet would have known money was in it. But most of the time, they be glad to get their stuff back, like their Social Security card. Yeah, they'd have been glad to get their Social Security card, their driver license, whatever was in there. That was more important to them than the money because they could have got all the money and they wouldn't have to get all their paperwork and all that stuff again. But me, myself, the wallet would have went back to him, but the money show wouldn't have made it back to his hand. Because if I found some money, a wallet with some money in, and I know I ain't got no money, that's a blessing to me. Oh, it might have been a blessing for me to have this. This person could have took this from somebody else and he didn't get a chance to enjoy it all. Now it's in my hands, and what I'm gonna do with it. I know it, but I ain't gonna be greedy like him. I ain't gonna throw the person wallet away. I'm gonna put it some kind of way so he can get that back. and all that stuff in it. But I'm gonna tell you, I'd have went all the way through it before I turned it in.
He did.
Yeah.
I would have went all the way through it before I turned it in.
I had a friend of mine in Jacksonville. We're up at Bruce Ferry Lake. We're walking over to the pits. He said, "See those pilots over there?" Yeah, he said, they've been there all day. He said, I've been watching. He says, if they're still here when we come out of the pit stop, take it back to the campsite. We get back to the campsite. Of course, there was nobody there. We could just snatch them up, roll up an arm. He starts $500 out of it.
Oh.
$400 out of it. Every pocket had at least $100. When all was said and done, $1,700.
Oh shit! That was a blessing.
Yep. And he walked over to the fireplace, threw that wallet in.
Oh wait, he burnt it. He burnt
The next day, he went out and he bought a pound of marijuana and went into business.
Well, it was a blessing.
Yep. I couldn't believe it. Like, what? Yeah, he just kept pulling. Hey, look, there's another $100 here in this pocket. Damn, dude.
Northwest is going to result in some very low wind chills. Where's all that cold right now? That's still here into northern Wisconsin and UP of Michigan. All of this cold air will continue to slide eastward throughout the overnight into the day on Saturday. So it's that colder air, and we have the strong winds in place too. Again, we're going to see some very chilly, feels like temperature. So that's extreme cold warning.
Remember the other day, John, we was looking at what you call it, and the woman was point on. She didn't mess up no kind of way.
Yeah.
Look how he messing up.
In the teens below zero, we see that continue to move more towards the east. For example, by Saturday morning, still more like 20 below there, about 23 below in Williamsport, and then front continues to move more towards the east in areas like Boston, feeling more about 10 to 15 degrees below zero. So it's going to be a very cold stretch here for this weekend. If you have to be out and about, make sure that you're bundling on up.
Remember
everything up to frostbite to be a big
I
story
saw
here.
him walking to work, and he's really looked different. And he came over and talked to me, and I looked at him, and he said, "How's it be?" And I looked at him again, and I said,
Yeah, and of course, we'll also
"You
play
kill him."
so parts of the Great Lakes still going to be dealing with that threat. Let's
It was
break
like
all
3 or
down
4
now.
years
Start
ago
with
that he
the
left Hot
first
Springs.
to get you caught up.
And I
Tracking
was
here
like,
for
wow,
moisture.
dude.
And what we're seeing is plenty of it available, that dark
Tennessee.
green across the
Is it
Great Lakes
Tennessee up there?
throughout the New England and Northeast region. So
Yeah,
once we got the
somewhere.
moisture available,
I think it's up on the hill there.
Yeah, I think so too.
Or Mark.
That snow last
Uh-huh.
night,
Mark and
a
Isaac
portion of
and
out the eastern Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island.
I know that's
Some very
all the
consistent
states.
Heavy snow bands
Yeah,
coming
the
on into
streets up
those
there are named
areas,
after
and that's going to be
states,
another
so it
burst of
probably
some
is
snow that comes in with some of
up
that
on the hill.
advancing into Indiana,
My brother,
Ohio,
when he was
Kentucky,
living here
over
back way back,
Virginia, as we make our way
71,
into the
we
end
over here on
of the
Texas
weekend.
Street.
So accumulation-wise, this is what we can expect. Numbers are going to be
And I
much,
don't
much
think
higher,
that
of course,
house is
closer
there.
to
I
those
think
Great
it must
Lakes
have burnt
areas,
down.
but there's definitely going to be some intense snowfall
I
in
was shocked
southern
to
and
see
New
him. He said,
Hampshire
"Come
and
on,
eastern
come by,
Massachusetts.
come by."
That's what
You got
is
that
really
right. I will.
hinting at. That's why there's winter weather alerts that are in all these spots.
Yeah,
So
tell him
that's
I
on the
said
way. Those
hi.
winter
I
storm
will.
warnings into West Virginia.
Yeah,
Every
I
once in a
know.
while,
6+ inches
I don't know
of
how that
glacier.
happens, but I
And
see
then it looks
Rusty.
like there is a winter storm
You know,
watch up there.
he
to the
last
far
time I checked, he was
northeast,
still
a little
working
bit
at
of cover
Bill's
showing
down
up.
there, but I hadn't
Looks like
seen
in
him
the
in
far
like the last
northeastern
couple of
Massachusetts, as
months.
well as into southern New Hampshire. Here's
That's why
what
I'm
we go
invited
towards
over here
Ohio. The
sometimes
temperatures
in
are
my room.
dropping. Not seeing much into early Saturday morning. Cold air, any melting that we have. And then we'll watch here for cities like New York.
Yeah, I remember when he was living
Newburgh,
when
New
he
Haven,
was over there with Grandma.
see some of
Yeah,
that
when I
snow
got hurt,
into the first half
he defended for
of
me.
Saturday.
He was going to
Let's
make a
get
fight
more
for me, and
low,
then
and
he
to
ended
do
up
that, we're gonna go
hurt
to
himself.
Western US. Taking a look
Swung.
at Arizona for Friday. Jesse, you got
I
the
don't know who
latest.
it was.
Yeah,
He swung.
He's
Mark.
no, what's his name from Chicago?
System moving on through right now.
Oh,
light rains and light snow across
Grandma's-
portions of California
Yeah.
and
Grandma's son, the
Utah.
one.
But
He
Wasn't
killed
there,
him.
wasn't there son?
Yeah, he was the
for the first part
police
of
up there in
next week.
Chicago.
So that this large
I remember
area of
that.
light
He was
pressure
a
is
cop.
going to begin to move more towards the east.
And he was about
And
to
this
leave.
big dip in the jet stream, that's going to work its way towards the east as we head
I
into
remember
next
him.
week.
And then he
And
killed
that's going
Grandma.
to shake things
His
up
grandma
quite a
died
bit here
shortly
across the
after he came in
southwest
town.
to bring us some much needed precipitation. As we look into that long-term forecast, compass continues to grow. We're seeing above average precipitation all across the southwest, especially here across areas of southern into Phoenix, where we do need the moisture everywhere across this region. As we look at the days. Some of us can see an inch or two away, but go across the serum. That's some heavy snows as in the forecast. Go into next week. There's that forecast ahead to Sunday. Got some rain down towards the south. Here comes the next cold front coming in for the first part of next week. Rain and snow across the I-80 corridor. We'll see that continuing as we head to Wednesday with the atmospheric river building on in. And across the northwest, you're going to see the same story too. Looking pretty good for right now, but the weekend they'll be pretty wet across areas like Bend, Oregon.
Oh, yeah, it is, Jesse. So that's what we're going to talk about now is just this pattern up on the northern side of things. So we can see here, we've been dry last 30 days, percentage of normal, very low. We should be much higher with our moisture. That's fallen to the ground here, but now that's not the story. But that's going to change as we see the atmospheric river potential starting to build in. So what we're looking at is just all the moisture down into the state of Hawaii. And that moisture is getting pulled up from the upper level winds all the way to the western U.S. Really going to get a bowl of this moisture. Jesse was talking about some of that moisture down south, though. California, Nevada could see some of that. But check out the rain Saturday morning, Seattle, Portland. And that rain starts to become a lot more widespread and more intense as we move throughout the day on Saturday. Then Sunday, there's another system that comes right on in.
The only North American rainforest.
That's going to bring rain, and that's going to bring mountain snow. That's going to be an active setup as we get into the end of the weekend. We're going to go out into the eastern U.S., Cleveland, Ohio. There is a camera that we're going to show you here, but Jesse, that camera is not showing a lot there with the ice on the lens.
I went to Jackson's house. It's too bad. There's that one that I said they don't like me.
Ohio,
He was okay with me. I asked him for a bag so I can carry myself.
Earlier between 50 and 60 miles an hour. Those storm winds will only continue to increase. The further east you go into the rest of the Northeast. Right now, temperatures are pretty cold. We're looking at temperatures in the teens. We're still seeing snow. Cleveland and through Saturday, you can see what works out there.
Yeah,
I know. Also have a look
at say that in the Bible.
Yeah,
right.
Cleveland and out towards Syracuse, more lick effect snow. So the pattern remains quite through the next 4 days. More shots of snow, and we're looking at more cold air in the forecast too. So we'll see some localized bigger bands of snow off and on over the next 4 days. So prepare for that, especially travel here to complete.
We're going to bet 976.
I used to think all doctors were the same. Then I switched to Oaks Depot. Instead of waiting around for me to get sick,
I'm helping him with things that I can't do. I didn't know where to that.
Still got it. And the best part, when
That put him in another reason.
Are you a pervert?
Never been.
Here people get to know you by listening.
Well, I wouldn't even worry about it if I knew I wasn't a pervert.
It bothers a person when they're not, but then they want to defend themselves. But if you try to defend yourself, then
The ring, it shouldn't bother you. And if you,
and I don't like to give vengeance is mine.
But you said you don't like to get Lord to vengeance.
I don't like. I mean, I take vengeance for my own, like I did with.
But that's what you said. You didn't like to get Lord to vengeance, and then you recited a scripture. He said the demons know the scripture. And you said,
yeah, but they won't quote it correctly.
Yeah, he quoted. He quoted.
Yeah, I quoted. Yeah,
you quoted. You quoted. You. Yeah, you quoted.
Yeah.
But you can't say it and then say the Lord said the vengeance is His. Said the Lord.
I will repay.
But yeah.
That verse ends too, guys. You only quote half the verse.
Yeah.
See, that's what I need to do. I need to get more back to the Bible.
Tune in to Stingray Cityscapes, where every skyline tells a story.
On the highway through hell, line of defense is a heavy rescue team.
But they call it the highway to hell.
It's a highway to hell and a footpath to heaven.
ACD.
Yep.
I'm on my highway to hell. See, I used to bang my head on that. I can't do it now because I'm here. You don't stop me from doing that. Oh, I'm gonna have to live with these little freaking errors. It hurts. It hurts these errors. Kids do a good job. No, it's that new manager.
Prices, jobs.
He come back there and tried to
Here
rule
comes Donald
over
Trump.
again.
Effing again.
I did not need no meat down. He just puts a bunch of meat down. Like, and he tells me what to do.
And save the House of Representatives. If you want to help Donald Trump,
the other one that's my age.
everything in the last 2 years.
Tonight.
No,
It makes no
the day that I was
sense at
there. Shit happens when I'm not there.
Really?
Yep. What the one that did me wrong, that didn't like me, and that was turned to maintenance and still did shitty to me and talked bad about me. He's gone.
American, but still
Loosen up.
It happened this week.
C-SPAN this morning.
Loosen
I am a
up.
longtime
No call, no
fan
show.
and,
Bye-bye.
patron of C-SPAN.
You acting like you don't know what you're talking about. Listen up.
Earlier,
Get into it.
The president supported him, but I really want to apologize. I mean, I'm looking at this awful picture of the Obama.
He was suicidal maintenance.
To our
Tired with suicidal people. I
all
can't.
this man does
Shit, I
is
can't
tell
deal with him.
lies.
It's hard
He
to talk to
is
him.
not worthy of the presidency. He takes bribes blatantly, and now he's being a racist blatantly.
Suicidal. I had to talk to him. Crazy ass.
that from someone who says they supported the president. Remarkable.
Yeah, I mean,
Why they got her as the lead?
Donald Trump was running for president the first time, and he said,
Why is they scared to talk about Donald Trump too, man? All of them scared to talk about
Yeah, I
it.
be scared of him too.
I don't know that we're going to see
Motherfucker, kill your ass.
Donald Trump, Putin told him to.
So send Vance after you.
Putin told him to when they went in that office. When they went in that office and they closed them doors and they cut them cameras off. When they went in that damn office. And I said, what the hell? Yeah, he told him what to do.
I'm gonna take Greenland. You can have Ukraine.
The Americans to Russia. Get rid of them for you.
Send us all your political prisoners. Get them on the front lines. Get them killed.
Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. There's so many words. You're right.
They killed that one.
They want to deny funding or taking a specific job. And as a result of that,
Remember that
you
one?
can't sue
Yeah,
us
I don't remember
because
his name,
the law
but
essentially is we all
he
know
did.
that if you are an employee to an employer
What
and
you
you
get for
do
eating
something in the
Russian
scope
food.
of that work, your employer is responsible.
Your life is at
Uber
risk.
is able to say we're not an
Careful what you
employee
eat.
relationship. Too bad, so sad. You're on your own. Well, guess what, Boris and Brianna? There was a loophole here, and what the attorneys argued.
Are you
Is
insane?
what isn't there something called the
I'm
parent authority?
crazy
Doesn't a person when they show
to
up to get
the
into a car
brain.
believe that that driver is an agent of
Are
Uber, they're
you
trained by
Uber
Uber, and otherwise
driver?
Uber is warrantying essentially because you're doing all these
Instead
things.
of mine,
It's okay to get into
are
and you are
you?
not detrimentally
Are you?
branding and marketing when I see that nice
Are you insane?
when I detrimentally rely upon you when I get in that car and something happens to me. And so they made that argument and the jury said yes.
You
Fact,
listen to
you
me
are
too.
a driver of Uber, and as a result, that's how we capture you into the net of liability. And so you could say, "Hey, no big deal. The jury
I ain't
verdict's
afraid of those
inconsistent." They didn't
GMs,
say
man.
you were
Do
negligent.
whatever
The
you
jury
want. You
did
can
not,
do it
to be
anyway.
clear, say
40
that
hours
Uber
one
was
week and
negligent
12 hours
in
the
any
next.
way, that it was a defective product, but they did say
And did 35 for the end of the weekend.
But I pushed for that. I said, I'll stay.
detrimentally when they get
But they have so many people now hired that can get the train.
So this
So
is a huge deal,
hours
and
are
it
cut
is a
on the ones that
shockwave in
really
terms
work.
of the other cases
Which
that
is
are
not
pending.
right.
3,000 of them, by the way,
That's
to
her
be
store.
heard
She runs it
in
the
the
way she does. And I tell her too that time. That's not right. You want to go home?
Somewhere.
As a matter of fact, I do, because you speaking to me all day anyway.
Be able to help solve the mysteries. All the mysteries.
I wanted to say that. I don't say that. I just keep on
Are you
saying Robert
serious?
Stack. He's been dead for 40 years.
Oh, Fled.
Ooh, this is getting better than I thought. Yeah, please don't start. You got a guaranteed smash.
This is page 19 from
I was waiting for him to hand me something because I know he won't hand me something. Wow, he really like money. And I know he wanted to hand me something, but he couldn't do it. I was like, come on, I'm going to take it if you hand it.
I need to lay back. We can see for ourselves that you're sick. I have to put my radar on high alert. Is there something that might have been missed by that first doctor?
If that was my old stinking thinking, yeah, I probably would have kept it. Beer, drugs, all that.
I think it might be one more in there. Yeah.
Talking to historians, just other people reacting to this post, you do hear people saying that those with
We're gonna wear that out. Kid and Play. That's where he got that.
It channels the
racer head, right?
Yeah. You remember that the singer that used to have the one up there? Yeah, Kid and Play. I think that was his name, wasn't it? Kid and Play.
I think so, yeah.
I think that's who that was.
And I think that's why
Yeah, Kid and Play.
Including cracks in a Republican base, Republican members of Congress that seldom criticize this White House. It's also just worth saying, like, this is definitely something that has seemed to provoke criticism we don't usually see, but the president does have a history of posting and saying derogatory things about people of color, of immigrants. It wasn't too long ago, he went on a big tirade against Somalis as well, and Somali Americans. During the campaign, we remember the comments, the false comments about Haitians eating pets as well, that I know prompted a lot of fear in that community. So, he's a president also whose political rise came about from questioning citizenship of the former president as well. So, you've seen that the standards have almost been lowered to the point where you can see these kind of posts and a White House that thinks they can also talk their way out of it and say it was, a staffer that posted it. But there's been a sort of trend of how we got to this point as well.
There's also that, just when you were running through some of the past, times we've seen, the president post things like this. Remember, and they still post the White House, the Someros on Hakeem Jeffries, obviously a black man, and Chuck Schumer, and they've continued to lean into that. So I just wanted to add to that because that's not something they've run away from it like they have in this case.
And I just want to underscore, because there's a lot coming from what Elena reported at the top, which is that her sources have been telling you that Republican lawmakers won't directly this. Go ahead, David.
Yeah, we saw another member, Mike Lawler, who's in a tough re-election battle for his district in New York State, and apologize. It's interesting to hear a lot of Republicans using that word, that they're seeking an apology as well, or Donald Trump or the White House should not be one. There is, when stuff like this happens,
This new manager likes to stand beside you and listen to what you got to say about him or whatever, whenever you're talking. How would you handle that?
I look at him and go, go away.
That's just a fact.
Go away so I can talk bad about you.
Of the President of the United States of America. It doesn't belong anywhere. It doesn't belong on a social media feed of the President of the United States of America. And so the White House press secretary can bemoan fake
Yeah, you could have
outrage,
stuck a
which
water.
clearly it seemed like she didn't know. She
Have
was
a
not
retirement plan over there?
He's 65. You might as well start retiring because people don't like him.
But
I'm trying to like him, but I'm really so careful.
clearly unacceptable. And then
I see what Kevin means. Kevin will piss his ass out. You ain't gonna come in here and tell me this is my world. You better shut the fuck up. That's how Kevin talks to him.
Republicans and Democrats and lawmakers and election
Kevin is hardcore.
is that
He
the
won't
efforts
play.
now
He'll tell you off.
in this Fulton County raid, taking 700 boxes of
And they let
ballots
him
out
too.
and opening.
He's been there 20.
If the effort is less
24
about
years.
2020 than it is about 2026, 2028. And the real concern
Wait, what about
amid the backdrop
No,
of
Kevin.
talking about
The
national
McDonald's.
elections is
One of
that
the
there's
he's
a
an leader, and he was claiming his predator.
that enables the state election to step in and state board in terms of
Okay.
on the part of the county board. And the state board here is
Paying for that food trader shit.
who have expressed publicly support for the president and his views that the 2020 election was rigged. That's the concern.
And weren't two of them at the search, Andrew?
Yeah, two of them were actually at the seat of the search. So, and that's the concern here. This election has been looked at time and time again. The votes were recounted, they were audited, they were certified, they were approved by a Republican governor and Secretary of State and Attorney General. You know, Joe Biden won the 2020 election in Georgia and Donald Trump lost. Some of the central players in the 2020 election decision are also now running for governor. So Brad Raffensperger, the Secretary of State, who President Trump famously asked to find over 11,000 votes, he's running for governor in the Republican primary. The Attorney General with Chris Carr also running for primary. Former Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan now running as a Democrat in the primary race for governor. So you're seeing the candidates trying to get their heads around the issue. And by the same token, everybody looking at Governor Kemp, who so far has not weighed in.
Walk our viewers through the significance of this area that's being targeted. Why Fulton County? And I'm just wondering, Andrew, what this moment means for you as a journalist and executive running a premier public there in the area. Like, how important is this moment?
Yeah, she did. She was whipping and running.
She likes the freedom out there. Covering the 2020 elections, November 3rd, 2020. We've had a team of reporters and editors that have focused exclusively on
that too,
itself,
man.
on the recounts, on some of the, on all of the controversy related to it. So when we heard rumblings of the potential raid, reporters sprung to action, and what we've been doing in the since is we've been pulling on every thread. Our reporters and our editors and our
5 years I did in prison. 2 years it took me to get out of the yard. Are you sure you want to go out there? You don't need to be in here all the time.
Well, so it's a full
2 years it took me to go out.
The things about Texas is it's kind of the boy who cried wolf syndrome going on there. Every 2 to 4 years, we said, hey, Texas could be in play for the Democrats. And then every 2 to 4 years, we find out, no, it's still red. But this time might be a little bit different because I want you to take a look at the Republican margins. You know, in 2024, Donald won the state of Texas rather easily by 14 points. But look at the 2026 generic congressional ballot. Republicans still lead, but only by two. Only by two. We're talking about a 12-point shift here. I was looking back at the numbers. This looks a lot more like 2018, where you might recall that Beto O'Rourke came very, very close to winning that Senate race against Ted Cruz. So at this point, yes, Republicans still favored, but maybe it might not turn out so well for.
One of the things we saw in 2024 was this shift to Donald Trump among Latino voters in Texas. What do we know
I bet you're
about
kicking
that vote
themselves
right
in the
now?
ass for that
So
one.
I think one of the reasons to wonder why Texas may, in fact, be becoming a little bit more purple, and a little bit less red is what are we seeing nationally? We're seeing nationally real movement among Latino voters. So this is among Latino voters nationally. In November of 2024, Kamala Harris won Latino voters by just 4 points. When you can put a margin on one hand, you know it's small. And this was historically small. Donald Trump put up a historically strong performance for a Republican candidate. But now look among Latino voters nationally. Look at this. This margin has widened significantly. We're talking about a 19-point margin. That's more than quadrupling the margin. And of course, 25% of Latino, at least 25%. In fact, Latino in the state of Texas. Trend to really be showing there.
All right. So as I mentioned, there is an election for a Senate seat in Texas. There's an incumbent Republican, John Cornyn, who's actually a pretty powerful Republican senator who's been in office for some time. He's running for re-election now. He's getting primary.
Not by multiple. And this is one of the reasons why that I think a lot of Democrats say, hey, we can really play in Texas. Look at this chance to be Texas GOP Senate nominee. Look at this. When it tells you which one is the favorite, it's actually
India. I guess Indians have their, I mean, here's growth, which I
John
didn't know.
Cornyn at 6%, Wesley Hunt, another candidate back here at 11%. If Ken Paxton is the Republican nominee, hello, I think Democrats are
I caught with my hand in the plate.
when we look towards the general.
Oh, riveting. Well, still in it though.
Portugal's National Civil Protection Authority has
Johnny
ordered
knows I'm bored. This is the
evacuations
second
of
time
towns
you see
along
me
the
with
Tagus
Johnny
River,
yesterday.
which flows into the Atlantic Ocean. Lisbon. The torrential rains have
Oh,
caused
so
its
embarrassing.
riverbeds to
When you
double
do
and
better than
overflow. The Savage
Look.
and Leash rivers have also overflown, particularly.
Well, if they don't repent, they need to flood on into town.
Some have called for a high-stakes
Hmm.
presidential election on Sunday to be postponed. Officials announced it will go ahead as planned.
Él es el número 1 artista del mundo. Entonces ahí no hay duda, no hay, there's nothing you can question him about. He's the number
I'm
1
trying to hold
artist
it.
in the
I can't hold
world.
it.
And if that doesn't merit him to perform to the Super Bowl, then what does?
I was gonna say because I love to parody and dance. So I do that aspect of his music, but I think he also has, especially with the last album, DTMF.
All right, is that a female with mustache and that shit?
That's his people, and you know, Puerto Rico. Even though I'm not Puerto Rican, I'm actually Chinese. But we're all from African Spanish, so I just love it.
First place goes to Abdul.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. I think it probably was more in
What?
Sing it.
Sing what?
What would you capture?
Why don't you do? You write the words down. You can sing it.
Get straw hat with you. I could just see you say you were wearing that straw hat.
We're traveling across Europe to witness solutions to the environmental challenges
I didn't
we
even see
face.
that over there.
Zero pollution, biodiversity restoration, and the circular economy becoming a reality.
Alors n'oubliez pas votre sac à dos et rejoignez-moi sur la route verte.
Que no lo sabe todo, pero sí sabe que si armas tu viaje con vuelos, autos y hospedajes, puedes ahorrar hasta 30%.
You got it, man. Mexican station or something.
Expedia, el único lugar que te lleva a
Shit,
cualquier
man,
lugar.
knows I'm gonna be scared.
Let's move to Mexico.
The moment you take action.
Be my guest.
Oh, thank
Just
you.
don't drink the water.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say. No, thank you. I knew some church people went to Mexico and they got sick because they drank water. But you're right. Water is can't get you sick and kill you.
Get me that
off, or the network might hear about your little party.
The drama stir your soul. The comedies that keep you laughing. Are always on Maverick Black Cinema Channel. Watch free today.
Well, this is the show, all right.
It's a crazy thing I ever heard
Mhm.
Get out.
There's nothing more awe-inspiring than nature. There are no bigger heroes than those who unlock its mystery, share its majesty.
There he is, right there. Look at that.
Yeah. New on the menu.
Explore your world every day on Earth Day 365.
Who's got the fire in you today?
Fear disappears the moment you take action. Period.
Euro News. The news.
In the face of US President's ambitions to take control of Greenland, France has become the first EU country to open a consulate in Nuuk. TikTok's addictive design breaches EU's Digital Services Act and fails to adequately protect users, the European Commission said in preliminary findings.
In the face of US President Donald Trump's ambitions to take control of Greenland, France has become the first EU country to open a consulate general in Nuuk. New French Consul General Jean-Noël Poirier is tasked with deepening political, economic, and ties with Greenland. Poirier says France aims to better listen to Greenlanders.
Notre appui d'avoir été en premier lieu un appui politique et, et une action de mobilisation aussi de nos partenaires européens pour que nous présentions un visage uni face aux ambitions américaines.
French Consul General military cooperation is ongoing and will continue. US President Donald Trump has previously claimed a US control of Greenland was necessary for his country's security.
We need for international security.
A high-profile Russian general and military intelligence official has been shot several times by an unidentified gun in Moscow on Friday. Lieutenant General Vladimir Alexeyev was immediately in hospital after the attack in a residential building on the northwestern outskirts of the capital. According to the assailant fled the scene. Alexeyev's condition is unknown at this time, but he is said to have survived the shooting, according to Russian media reports. Alexeyev is the first deputy head of the main directorate of the General Staff of the Russian Armed Forces, the GRU. He has been the GRU number 2 since 2011. Alexeyev has also been accused by the UK and the EU of orchestrating the chemical weapons attack in Salisbury in 2018 that targeted double agent Sergei Skripal and his daughter.
Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez warned of a new storm heading for southern Spain. He urged residents to stay cautious during the coming difficult days.
Vienen días complejos porque entra un nuevo frente, otra borrasca en el día de mañana. Estamos sufriendo una meteorología muy adversa, muy peligrosa, muy delicada, y por eso yo solamente quiero hacer dos llamamientos. Uno, la calma. Dos, a la prudencia. Y si me permiten, a que todos los ciudadanos y ciudadanas se informen a través de los servicios de emergencia.
Sanchez, while visiting areas hit by deadly storms, the girl remains missing after being swept away by a swollen river. Portugal had barely recovered from last week's battering by rain and wind that killed 5 people.
You're wrong with that one, John. You know, we got some sweets. You got some munchies. You can kill the munchies, the sweet munchies anyway. I ate mine earlier. Yeah. Shit was good, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Robert?
Did you have some?
Yeah. The peach cobbler.
Oh, peach cobbler? Yeah, oh, yeah.
That shit was good.
That ate too much.
Yeah, well, we wasn't. We just half in there.
None in there now.
Ain't none in there. That's all been done with.
TikTok is by far the most used platform after midnight by children between 13 and 18. 7% of children between 12 and 15 spend
That my
between
must
4
like to
and
kill.
5 hours
Out.
daily on TikTok. These statistics are
Oh,
extremely
my bad, bro. I passed it to Rob because you was
Why is all
eating.
of this happening? Because TikTok offers infinite scrolling, autoplay, push notifications, and highly personalized.
In an email, TikTok said the Commission preliminary findings present a categorically false and entirely meritless depiction of the platform. The findings are preliminary, meaning no fines or penalties have been imposed yet, and the investigation is ongoing.
Thousands from the Romanian education system dissatisfied with the austerity measures adopted by the
I
government.
think it's over
The
with.
education
We'll
sector
wait till.
The demonstration come when the government led by Prime Minister Ilie Bolojan approved 2 packages of austerity measures to reduce the budget deficit as part of reforms. The measures specifically places a 10% cut on the salary fund of public institutions.
It's some more, man.
Let's go on a general strike if the austerity measures are implemented by the government.
My arm is sore carrying that stuff. I thought I was going to need it. Look at my jackets and stuff. I know it's still going to be warm. Stopped the Burger King and made a phone call to work. And the little old lady came up to the counter and ordered her food for her and her husband. She looked at me and she said, "You want a sandwich?" Turn it down. I haven't eaten that much. Sure. I said, "Get over here." And she got me a hamburger. Best hamburger I've had.
Demonstrators argue that the decision that affects working conditions in schools and
hamburger,
universities.
and she gave me some
Situation
french
has
fries.
also
And
prompted
she wanted french
and
fries for her plate.
comparisons with
And she said,
Ukraine,
"You want
where
french
the
fries?"
budget
She said,
allocation
"I'm
for
not
education has
And
been
it reminded me
increased.
of Anita. And I said, "Sure." And those were the best french fries. I love those things. I didn't think there was any more restaurants out there that ate like french fries. Burger King. I love
Burger King, they got you have good fries.
Yeah, you do, especially when they come up.
Yeah.
Are nevoie să investească în cei care pot scoate țara.
It was stranger. It was a complete old lady stranger.
Putem avea când le spunem oamenilor că de la cei care produc cu adevărat cunoaștere sau fac bine oamenilor, trebuie să tăiem.
Universitățile sunt generatoare de venituri proprii, de deșcolarizare. În momentul în care aceste venituri proprii ale universității din diferite surse vor fi blocate, va fi utilizate inclusiv pe salarial și atunci presiunea va fi exclusiv pe bugetul de stat și financiare va fi tot mai greu de finanțat.
Three trade union associations from the education sector are expected to announce whether there will be a strike in March or June later this month.
Additionally, education unions
Caleb
have
was
launched
there
a petition
too. I was the
campaign
one
for the
that asked him
citizens'
for the phone.
legislative initiative.
So when you run that
The
order
aims
out,
to
every
repeal
time
what the
they ask
unions
you,
describe as anti-education measures adopted by the
yeah,
government.
look everywhere for the phone.
Proposal to be submitted to the
Yeah,
parliament
well,
requires
look everywhere for the phone.
signatures. For
You
Europe,
can find it back. I would see them trying to look everywhere for it.
The opening ceremony of the Milano Cortina Winter Olympics marked a historic moment of Friday. Athletes and spectators from around the world to celebrate the spirit of unity. Held in the iconic San Siro Stadium, the event showcased Italy's rich cultural heritage,
When I went
breathtaking
there,
performances,
they told
and
my
paid
wife
homage
passed
to
2 years
Italy's
ago, and I
artistic
said, "Thank you
legacy.
so much." She
Just as the
said,
ceremony was
"You
taking
work."
place,
She
Our
said,
correspondents went to feel the pulse of the
good.
games across the northern capital.
Sta nascendo adesso un po' di energia. Fino adesso è scritto nuova, abbiamo provato a prendere dei biglietti, ma devo spendere 1.000 euro per fargli vedere una gara, quindi è un gran peccato perché i milanesi non riescono a vederlo. Però speriamo che vada bene.
Hey, I did watch the plane go by, which was very fun. I did stand there for 4 hours. I was hoping to see Snoop Dogg, but I had the most amazing time. I was just talking, yapping, letting time pass by, and seeing the plane come east to Milan was amazing.
Milan is
Man, Snoop Dogg gonna be missing in action. But we already done burnt out.
where everyone is welcome to join. According to a recent poll, 50% of Italians have said it will.
Yep, New Zealand already burnt out. We already they hit the end.
All of the games. The government expects around 2 million visitors, with over 50,000 for the opening ceremony alone. The arrival of the Olympic torch relay and the gathering of athletes are central to Friday's main events. The opening ceremony taking place on Friday at Milan San Siro Stadium, with the presence of around 50 heads of state and government. Giorgio Orlandi for Euronews.
The 2026 Winter Olympics kicked off from an opening ceremony at Milan San Siro Stadium in Italy. More than 2,900 athletes from 92 national Olympic committees are competing at the Milano Cortina Games, with Italy, the host nation, competing with 196 athletes. Speaking with Euronews, the president of the Italian Tourism Board, Alexandra Piranti, said this will not just be great winter sports, but an opportunity to showcase
the fact that this is the first, probably ever, spread Olympics that runs across two of our country, Lombardy, Veneto. It's going to be a great opportunity to showcase much more of the main points of attraction. So yes, we are not really one of the major points of the Olympics. That really the competitions are taking place in the mountains. And so there's going to be this incredible connection between city, mountains, spread in the regions. And that's going to offer us a possibility to showcase how wide is the offer of Italy and also how great we are in organizing it.
With some of its cities ranked amongst the most visited in the world, Italy is looking to draw even more tourists to the country through the Winter Games, first to be officially hosted by two.
The Olympics are going to make a change because they're going to showcase a destination that nobody would have chosen outside the winter sport, for example, to do other types of activities. So it is very important that all destinations are prepared and that us as well at the central level, we keep the promotion consistent, coherent, and we continue working with everyone in the best way possible.
Live here on Euronews. You're watching Europe Today. Wake up to the sound of Brussels and Europe. 15 minutes to decode the base and find out what's breaking in the EU capital. Everything you need to know, we'll bring Europe closer to you before anyone else does. Europe Today. On Euronews.
They say that's about
This paper is the last thing on between and break. We need to crush it. Oh, and our first show is tonight. Luckily, Grammy has got my back, making my process way faster.
But then I'm making me want to fix cookies. What? By you eating that cobbler, it's making me want to cook some cookies.
That was good. Very tasty.
Imagine if I had to cook the butter, cooked it in butter instead of just heating it up. Butter.
Zen with Zen Life, with meditation to help you find balance, soothing sounds to better your sleep, and easy listening music relaxation. Tune in from the comfort of your home and improve your overall well-being. Zen Life by Stingray is your daily wellness.
Damn, it look like she scratched her.
Oh, snoozing all day.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. The best of the best of my daytime series. How's that working? Dr. Phil, 24/7, right here on the Dr. Phil. Come on over.
Where starry nights and cosmic vistas shimmer to serene music. Immerse yourself
To the 9-5 again.
and experience the wonder. Euronews. The headlines.
In the face of US President's ambitions to take control of Greenland, France has become the first EU country to open consulate.
I think he might get that because they talking about France already opened up to talk to him about it.
Yeah.
He might end up getting that.
Visiting areas hit by Storm Leonardo, Spanish Prime Minister Sanchez warned of a new storm heading for southern Spain, urging residents to stay cautious.
Yeah.
Which is EU's digital services.
How are you gonna call?
The European Commission said in preliminary findings.
Now at Whataburger, you can get the new Big Ranch Wrap for $3. 5 premium wanted chicken bites.
Now they want to advertise Whataburger. I never knew nothing about
$5.
Well, there was only one in the States for a long time.
Yeah, now they got one here, one in Benton.
That's where this new maker,
One in
65-year-old man.
Yeah.
That's where he came from. Was Whataburger. He said he didn't like that store because they're prejudiced.
The one in Benton, they got, that's all it is. Black working. They got a couple of white.
It gets black. He's black.
We gotta stop making accusations like that. If he's not for real, man, that could get in the position of authority real big time. My bad. I'm sorry, John. I should have put it on.
I heard, I like to eavesdrop, but I heard Tasha say we're not hearing no matches no more at this point. Because I think they're trying to treat him a little bit. He's too pushy. He wants to bully over you. And see what you got to say. If he's talking about him, we're talking about something, he wants to stand beside you. I don't like that. You know, get away from it. You know, stress it is with the bigger bosses. Understand that, let alone you standing beside him. Excuse me. Work. Don't need to be behind you all the time.
Are you serious, man?
When it gets on my nerves, I go try to do something else. I said, go to another manager and say, hey, I need to get away from him. I need to take some pressure.
That's what you tell them.
Yeah. I ain't afraid talking about people no more. They want to talk to me until life. Shit.
Baby girl, it ain't nothing to eat.
The 27th of January, the U.S. Immigration Enforcement Agency confirmed
No, duh. I wanna.
The announcement prompted a strong backlash from Italy and
I think that gun coming in.
Yeah.
which organized a protest.
I don't think anybody's bought any of them yet. These are 76 to 85.
Good luck to that too. Yeah, I like to mess with them.
I've already won 12 off of them. That's why I sent me back. No, yeah.
I'm thinking it's in there. Thinking the winner is in there.
The truth is, the unit in question is Homeland
Yeah,
Security
3 beers left. May I have one?
ISIS
Yeah.
investigative arm. These officers are, if different units from the operational immigration enforcement agents involved in the fatal shooting of 2 American citizens in Minneapolis. The agency's role focuses on intelligence analysis, database checks,
Don't
and
be quick to do it.
transnational crime risks.
Don't be quick. Take your time.
Unequivocal, stating that all territorial security
How long do you think it took?
direction of the Italian authorities. The International Olympic Committee also confirmed the tube that
None of these are
security
winners so far, but the biggest one's been a prize of $10.
of the
So.
host country, working with participating delegations. This kind of
How many you took off?
unusual.
Huh?
How many you did so far?
I'm on my 4th one.
See that? You're going too quick. Last time it didn't take you that long.
That one's a winner.
See, that's you're the one out of that stack so far. 3 tickets so far. Yeah. See there? That whole
And this
stack.
one's a $2.
The $2 one.
Yeah, but that's what, $16?
Yep.
Late 2025, Watson generally
I got a feeling that's 7,000 in there. They showed you 7,000, but it wasn't a number. But that I bet you that line got it in there. You didn't tell her you won something off of them, did you?
She already knew I won. She
Oh
cashed
yeah,
me in.
yeah, she did.
Your
did.
butt.
I do, dude. I like teasing with those too. I just don't buy it. Trying not to get too many. I bought 4 and I won half of it back.
Now give me the 10. Give me the 10. I need the 10 or 2 hearts. 10 or 2 hearts.
I know you don't want to go back outside. You're crazy, dog. You are.
Ah, that a 10. That's what I'm talking about.
Was the latest to implement the tech, following others like London, Gatwick, Birmingham, Belfast, and Edinburgh. Italy also rolled them out at Milan Linate, Bologna, Rome Fiumicino, and Milan Malpensa Terminal 1.
Now tell him thank him, talk to him. That's what he just said. Yeah, you've seen it.
And Malta, where the limit has also been raised to 2 liters. Check out the footage in our web article.
Breastfeeding difficulties, depression, violence.
Yeah, you seen that, right?
Offers psychosocial support to mothers. The first link in this chain of support is a tablet with a questionnaire.
How many you got now?
1 or 2 days after giving birth.
What, that was the winner?
Yep.
How much?
Can receive support from professionals during this phase of their lives.
That's why people go in and buy a whole roll at a time.
Yeah, especially when they hit they
This one's a
one.
winner. The
See?
first row was 3 sevens.
See there?
And you won't believe what it was for.
Don't tell me it was the big one. Don't I was finna say
But
what?
it's the biggest that I've won so far tonight.
$20.
Nope.
Talk to me.
Try a little higher.
Come on, talk to me.
Higher?
$30.
There we go. We own. See, I know. We. I know.
So that's 30, 40,
46, 46,
$48.
$48. And that
Have you spent on all the cards?
10, 10, 22.
See, that's why I like playing them things.
yeah, is there.
And we won almost $50 off of this one roll tonight.
Yeah, that's it. That roll got that 7,000 in there. That roll got that 7.
I've
It just
never
been
buy 'em off the
into it.
same row. I tell them every time I go, give me 1 each.
Yeah, but nevertheless, come on. That's look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Keep going, girl. How many more we got? That was the last one. 30. 30. God damn. Well, that's what you do. Go spend $10 to get 10 more. Well, you got you on the winning streak,
I'm
girl.
gonna end up running out of gas.
No, you ain't, cause it's on the hill. You on the hill. Just spend $10. Don't cash the ticket in. Just get.
You cash the tickets
Well,
in.
do the what? Yeah. Get $10. Just spend $10, and then just wait a minute. Man, they gotta go get it then. Shit.
Addictive fever.
No, it ain't addictive fever.
I know, I feel you.
It ain't addictive fever. It's in there. Because they gave us one that was 7,000. We missed about one number, but we've been winning. We've been winning. And now we have $56.
I like doing with my little extra money. I like to spend a
We
little
have $56 now. We might hit that one. We might hit that one.
That recognizes excellence in projects funded by the European Union.
Je suis à Saint-Étienne, au sud-est de la France. C'est ici qu'est née l'entreprise de santé qui fabrique des dispositifs médicaux.
Yeah, there's it right here, boy.
They are still biting. Because I was.
It's $10 right here. This is a $10 card. Man, she missed about one number on this one.
Oh, you been playing the sevens. There's one that I like. I've been winning on.
Oh man, she missed about one number on that 100 too. And she had one. She had 4 ways to get that one. By one number. She had 4 ways to get it. She had it going that way, all on the outside, the inner and the out. Wait a minute, I was wrong. She had 5 ways to get that one. She had it that way, that way, that way, that way, and that way. She might hit that. She might hit this one. I wonder how many in that row. I should have told her to spend the whole. I should have told her to spend the whole 30.
The whole damn thing.
Well, spend the whole 30. No, not the whole thing. We got 56. We didn't want 56. I should have told her to spend 30 because we up 20. We up $26. I just told her to spend the 30. Because if we up $26, we might go up $150 tonight. We might hit that 7,000. But then we have to go to Little Rock to get it though. But y'all made me want to eat some. Made me want to eat some. Cook some cookies.
I used to think all doctors were the same. Then I switched to Oak Street Health. Instead of waiting around for me to get sick, they focus on keeping me healthy and feeling good. Still got it. And the best part, everyone at Oak Street Health is experienced with people my age.
At Oak Street Health, we specialize in caring for older adults like you. We focus on keeping you healthy, so don't wait. Call today.
Here people get to know me by listening. This guy takes all the notes, so my doctor is all eyes on me.
Everything gonna be alright. I got a feeling I'ma give me a 30-pack tonight. We gonna drink it and drink it and drink that we can't drink no more. And I think I might get some whiskey. Sweet this so the honey whiskey. Honey whiskey, scared of honey whiskey. Some country boy smoking on some country weed. I think we gonna smoke something. Yes, indeed. I got some in the store. Almost ready to go. We gonna smoke just a little bit more. I'm ready to smoke.
I hear you too.
In the south. John, let me see your tray. Drop this on there. Put some more weed on there. Smoke a little more green. Oh, excuse me. Smoke a little more green. Smoke a little more.
You go outside.
Join the party as Bridget, Julia, and the rest of the gang explore new recipes and cooking techniques. It's the 25th anniversary season of America's Test Kitchen.
You're fucking with me.
Hey
That's pretty
there,
amazing.
Right?
what you talking about? Hey there.
Get your ass. I'm gonna get your ass. I'm gonna get your ass. Who needs to do that? I'm gonna get your ass.
Permission to take the team to Stargate, sir.
Stargate, sir. Shit. Come over and warn me.
Yeah, I think your face off. Rip your head off and shit down your neck.
Rip your head off and shit down your neck. You looking at me? Miss me? Hey E, I was walking up to the fence. I smelled the smoke. I don't know if it reeked out the window or what, but I smelled it when I was walking up to the fence.
Yeah, we've been smoking a long time.
I didn't believe it because I smelled it when I walked up to the fence. I said, "Wow, this reeks."
Can I smack? Hospital after the attack in the building.
Oh, have I got you now, baby?
LSKX was a note at this time.
I don't know who you were doing.
I don't think I got any more paper. I should have told her to get some papers too.
He has been the GRU number 2 since 2011.
Listen,
Accused by the UK.
I think we got one more paper. But now, if it ain't enough, we might well hold it if it ain't enough smoking.
I'm gonna go get my big bowl.
Yeah, if you want.
France has become the first country to open a consulate general.
Very much, well.
The French consul general
Hold me down.
Poirier is tasked with deepening political, economic, and cultural ties with Poirier to better listen to Greenlanders.
Notre appui est d'avoir en premier lieu un appui politique et une action de mobilisation aussi de l'Union européenne, de nos partenaires européens, pour que nous présentions un visage uni face aux ambitions américaines.
The French Consul General confirmed military cooperation is ongoing and will continue.
Are you serious? Give me to me. Come on, give me a queen. Boom! That's what I'm talking about.
Oman-mediated indirect talks on Friday between Iran and the United States over Tehran's nuclear program. The first such encounter since negotiations stalled after the U.S. conducted strike sites during Israel's 12-day conflict against the Islamic Republic last June. Iran's foreign minister Barakchi and U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff met separately with Oman's foreign minister at a palace on the outskirts of the capital, Muscat. The meeting also came just weeks after a wave of anti-government protests across Iran, during which the U.S. threatened military action.
The president has obviously been in his demands of the Iranian regime. Zero nuclear capability is something he's been very explicit about, and he wants to see if the deal can be struck. While these negotiations are taking place, I would remind the Iranian regime that the president has many options at his disposal, aside from diplomacy, as the commander-in-chief of the most powerful military history of the world.
The scope of the negotiations remains unclear, and there had been tensions up to the talks over whether the meeting should also address Iran's support of proxies and its ballistic missile programs, two U.S. concerns that Iran resisted.
Now she don't get down this time. She don't get down this time. We won't get no more because we up $26. We still up. And if don't nothing pay off this round, because we got 10 more. And that's what we've been getting them in the set of 10s.
Best way to get them is to sit.
Indirect talks over Tehran's nuclear
The
program
way at least you're guaranteed when it was too.
General of US Army Europe, Ben Hodge with Euronews, he doesn't expect anything of real significance to come out of the talks.
The Iranians are in a game. They see that the U.S. president.
Okay. I thought she opened the door by herself and said, "How the hell did you do
that?" And she ain't that smart yet.
Yeah.
I don't know now. You got some that will.
Well, you got those lever type doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, your son's
Shit, look what that chimpanzee. What was his name? The one Clint Eastwood had.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
He drove the truck.
Yeah, I remember that one.
He shot. Didn't he shoot the pistol? Didn't he shoot a gun or hit him?
Right turn, Ralph.
And in fact, the idea of going into Iran with troops would be, in my view, would be a disaster. I mean, we're talking about a very large country, and for what purpose?
Previous rounds of meetings tended to ash following.
Winner. No, never mind.
Oh, girl, don't you do? Boy, you had me like ready then.
I thought the first one was. It was a 12, no, not a 7.
And fails to adequately accuses the European Commission's preliminary findings. TikTok reaches 170 users in the European Union. Most of
I know my
those
thumb's getting sore.
the Commission, adding that the video app relies on addictive features such as infinite scroll, which continuously feeds content every time they refresh their screen.
TikTok is by far the most used platform after midnight by children between
After midnight.
7% of children 12 and 15 spend 4 and 5 hours daily on TikTok.
Damn.
These statistics are extremely alarming.
I think that's what.
Why is all of this happening? Because TikTok offers infinite scrolling, autoplay, push notifications, and highly personalized recommendations.
See that?
I already thought about that.
See that? Ain't nobody yet. Let us be the first.
The findings are preliminary, meaning no findings.
Okay, this one's a winner.
Another winner. Another one.
I don't go to Dodge. I go to Dodge whenever somebody goes in for me, Robbie. You know this. You're my little gopher.
I mean, you did so much.
You want to do something?
Yeah.
I bet
You lucky though.
My thumb is sore. That's the third
Where we at?
or 10.
Where we at? Right here.
Yeah, that's the winner.
Tell you the truth, I got a little.
So do we.
Now, some of the times, when they win us, some of the time when they win us, I should stayed in there. Some of the time when they win us, on the side, see them little letters? See them little letters? Sometimes them little letters spin our win. That's when you take them up there where you have winner ones. You take them up there, you scan it under the scanner, and it'll tell you. Cause sometimes them they'll be on the side. Them little letters they'll spell our win. See, this one almost spelled it out. And it might spell out like 5
All
or
of these have
10.
been big so far, though, because it's 100, 20, 20, and then 5.
That's right on the money.
Rolls like 300.
Oh,
I don't know how many you're almost 100 mark.
That's a lot.
Our correspondents went to fill the pulse
300.
teams across the capital.
If I'm not mistaken, they're like there's like over a couple hundred tickets on a roll.
It'd be funny if I went up there and I got that 100. They've been doing it all day. It happens that way.
He's looking for that 7,000. One of these has been a 7,000, but it was a loser.
Snoop Dogg, but I had the most amazing time just with my friends, letting time pass by, and seeing the plane come and bring peace to Milan is amazing.
Milan is buzzing with anticipation ahead of the
I think that went in my mouth. I think that's gone.
events like this one behind me.
We're gonna slow down now, babe.
Because they're all losers.
Yeah, it ain't went down yet. We got the.
You know you're coming back.
That's like I told Angela. We won almost $50 tonight. There's
So
another.
you shouldn't have told her.
She's cashing them in. Good grief! How
I
did she
think
not
we
know?
probably ain't winning because she probably getting them
And the
now.
last set, she rubbed on her butt for you. Remember?
Did you tell her to rub her butt again? What is supposed to be in the row?
They're in a row.
At the Milano Cortina Games.
Well, only one of them that pulled the 7,000 in the little pot so far.
Well, you ain't even scratched
Yeah, I
them
know.
off to see you. Oh yeah, you did.
I scratched them off.
Will not just be great winter sports, but
This one for $15.
John, I'm gonna have to read this book when I get done with the one I'm reading. I'm all into James Patterson right now.
$15.
Yeah, he's a good rider.
$15.
Another one? Or that's
$15.
That's 20 on that roll.
$15.
So 20, 15, 20.
That's $15. We burned them up. Look at this.
We won tonight.
That's $15.
How much do you want?
58.
Oh shit! I know that.
Yeah, and we've only spent 20 now, $30. So we've almost doubled.
Connecticut on scratch offs.
Some of its cities ranked among the most visited in the world.
Let's keep
And I only play like the $2 or the $5 or the $10 on the new tickets. I like the special tickets, like the Christmas
Ooh, I
tickets.
thought I almost said another winner.
But I'm stuck. I like the $1 tickets.
And that was for 20. I almost said another winner.
See, and you scratch the prize off. I always do the thing first. The prize. I feel like it's bad luck to see what I'm winning before I win or lose.
Oh, that's 7,000. Another $5. Let's see, can we put another 7? Oh, don't tell me that's another 7. Another 7. Another 7, another $5.
So it's 25 off that. All right, we've hit the over $60 mark now. We've won our money back.
I did so. I'm looking for that last one. Hold up, is that it?
No, you still got one down here.
Yeah, I know the last one. What that other one at?
It was a 5.
Yeah, there it is.
You gotta make sure the numbers are scratched on the winners too. Like I've got that one.
Yeah.
Only on the winners.
Yeah, I'm going through there looking because I told you some
Well,
of them.
that last one, so I can go eat my pickle.
Well, I want to be nosy. I want to because it might be that on my fingers here.
For gripping true crime, from cold cases to notorious murder investigations. This is real crime. Watch out on Roku.
Where's that? Another winner, y'all. Okay, you said I had to make sure the
numbers, like what is right there.
Mm-hmm. Them the ones you did on.
Mm-hmm. So
we have the best.
Hmm?
We got elite personalities. There's a boy.
And then he said the 15 and the other 5.
Mm-hmm.
Channel on Roku.
Join us for an unforgettable journey.
They're taking to get curious.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Really?
Right here.
No, you got to make sure that both numbers.
Yeah, yeah.
No, the one you just scratched off.
Oh,
this
that
white
too.
number.
Okay. What the one I didn't do that one.
Yeah,
Did I?
see? It's got to be the barcode and the numbers.
Hey Billy,
Oh,
I like
where'd it
playing
go?
games all day.
I got it.
You got the other winner too?
Not the 5. You said the $5 winner.
Yeah.
The phone, and
Just trying to patch it up.
and when you do money thing, like you know what I'm talking about. Will you set me up for that when I get a phone? Because I like playing games all day and you get paid for it.
And pays homage to Italy's artistic legacy.
Oh, see, I missed it. Nothing on my streaming app streamed this live for free.
Yes, that one. They go to the last one. I ain't got to do the cash out. I should have kept on going. I should have kept
You
on
didn't
going
give
the
me the
way.
winner.
I did.
That's the $15 winner.
Girl, well, what did I give you?
$5 winner?
Girl, almost. I'm glad we.
$5 too. Oh, no, because it's 15.
Should really go through that again. I might have misplaced her. I should have kept on with what I was doing. Erase the money first.
John Chester, Cat Daddy.
Oh, I got to go. I got to see this. It'll be for $10 if it do. I'll be a 7. That was it.
Watch that, do some wood knocks. Call
And
it
ooh,
Watch watcher.
that's a 4. That one, the one.
He's a squatch watcher.
Now,
I think Rusty's trying to get a.
now the next 10 gonna be $100 winner. The next 10 gonna be $100 winner because you winning the low ones. The next 10 gonna be $100 winner.
Let's check in with the real news.
Ready for simple checking? Switch to everyday checking with Arkansas Federal Credit Union and enjoy 0 monthly maintenance fees, minimum balance requirements, and 0 worries, all while accessing your money anytime. Switch. Open your account at afcu.org/everyday.
Universities make an impact, and great stand for something.
See, every time you went, you won,
Texas
didn't you?
A&M University stands
Every time you went, you won, didn't you?
to serve.
Yeah.
To dream. Texas.
Well, you know, we need to put that. No, what the 20 is. That's all I need to put back in the wallet.
You had me get 10.
Oh. What you got the winning cards off. That's cool. We're gonna put that back in there what we use. And now we up right there. Whatever you do with it. You
Here we leave everything.
That church, I went back there and figured they'd be open because the streets being all. They're still closed. They're still closed. Yep. No cars back there at all. Like, wow. But they're old people. You know, they got to be careful. Guys, you know, once they fall, they can get hurt real bad.
Mm-hmm. Tonight, the major accidents, multiple crashes on highways and interstates here in the Northeast. The images coming in now. Also breaking tonight, what's now being reported about that Black Hawk helicopter over the Potomac. We had not heard this. Tonight, President Trump's buyout offer for millions being fired now by a judge if it's legal. First tonight, the ice and snow, multiple accidents across the Northeast, Pennsylvania, up through New York and Massachusetts. A police officer jumping out of the way, had ice taking down trees. Hundreds of flights canceled. And tonight, a new storm right behind set to hit all over again. Lee Goldberg has the forecast. New reporting tonight on the plane crash, the collision.
Well, that's how you gotta do it. Tell them, you know, you get on. Where you go, tell them start praying. And if they don't pray, tell them.
Would you take if you had a dozen people going Tokyo? Get on that plane and witness up there in Tokyo. If God put it on your heart to go up there.
If you go Tokyo, you go Tokyo. If you
but would you do it? Days that the planes are going down and
I don't got no wings. I don't got no wings, and I always said God ain't gave me my wings yet. God ain't gave me my wings yet, so I ain't getting in the air until God give me wings.
That'd be a long, strong face to do that, but I don't think I could do it. I'm like John. We ain't getting It'd be my fucking life.
Nobody pays attention to this bullshit or whatever.
It'd be my
That's what
I knew I
happens
should
when
have got
you
this
push your
plane.
way through
Lord, bring
safety
me
checks
home.
on planes, man. You end up with dead people.
Bring me home, Lord.
Tonight, here we remember the 102-year-old owner of one of the most famous football teams in
How many
America.
times you been in since the last half hour you've been here?
John finally catching on.
Messages
She does. She wants to go in and out all the time. Yeah, I'm telling you. Like you bark on my floor. This is what it was. I turned up and blinking. I ain't not that barking when I went over there.
Tonight with the treacherous driving, multiple accidents across several states with dangerous mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain, cars and trucks colliding, many right off the roads from the Midwest.
Simplicity is when the mind is set, the thoughts that goes on in the mind of a lunatic, and when the fuse is lit. Tick tock, tick, a boom in the room, gotta be gone soon, and in it and witness the doom. Later, morning, noon, after, dark, playing poker with the goons, talking shit with MC Robbie and the soon-to-be smoking on this, the Uzi and the green trees, no sticks, no seeds. Bow down to the kings.
For this when it hits the Midwest and the Northeast again. The first Trevor roll tonight with the images coming in now. Tonight, a treacherous mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain, making for a white-knuckle drive home for millions. The Pennsylvania Turnpike southeast of Pittsburgh, tractor trailers stranded, ice covering trees and weighing down power lines. Road crews have been working through the night here outside Philadelphia. The Pennsylvania Department Transportation says they've had 400 trucks putting down salt just in the area. The crash is literally Massachusetts Turnpike near Boston, and near Cumberland Creek. Cars on that critical artery I-95 at a standstill after multiple accidents. Overnight, at least 20 crashes on I-94 south of Milwaukee. This officer diving out of the way.
Safety your car off your window.
Authorities shutting the interstate for hours. 2 officers hurt. And across the Chicago area, multiple multi-vehicle crashes, cars into trees and fences. Even a fire truck had trouble on the icy roads. Pedestrians struggling to keep their footing. The storm system, a clash of cold Arctic air from the north and record warmth from the south that's spawning thunderstorms. South of Louisville, Kentucky, a confirmed EF1 tornado with 95-mile-an-hour winds tearing up a farm in Hart County. And David, just as temperatures are starting to warm now, another storm system is moving in right behind this one. It's going to impact the same areas this weekend, David. All right, Trevor, thank you. And on that point, Trevor, this new storm now on the way. Right to Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg of WABC. Well, Lee, take us through it.
David, you can't sleep on this pattern. It's an assembly line of storms in the west, and they're racing across the country. So the icy mix that's leaving the northeast tonight, there's already winter storm watches for the weekend storm from to Hartford to Boston. Now that storm is slamming the west coast right now. There's heavy rain north of San Francisco, flood watches. Some of that rain's creeping down through Southern California. Feet of snow in the Sea Area and the Rockies. So that moves out and tracks toward the upper Midwest. And that'll be there by late Friday night and into early Saturday morning. There could be upwards of 6 inches in the Twin Cities. Then it's on to the northeast. Come later Saturday and Saturday night, snow
What's
moves in
that
and mix to
pink?
the south.
Is that
Could be
pink?
several inches on the
Ice?
I-95 corridor. David,
Yeah.
there are 2
Yeah,
more
okay.
storms next week.
All right, we'll get to those next week. Lee, with us again tonight, Lee. Thank you. In the meantime, we turn to the other news this Thursday night. We do have new reporting at this hour involving that Black Hawk helicopter, of course, involving the Potomac. The NTSB and FAA briefed lawmakers behind closed doors. After that meeting, said that the Black Hawk helicopter was equipped with a key navigation safety tool, but that it was turned off. Here's more.
What?
Crews tonight lifting the mangled wreckage of that Army Black Hawk helicopter from the frigid Potomac River 8 days after it collided into an American Airlines jet midair, leaving 67 people dead. The NTSB briefing lawmakers behind closed doors today, Senator Ted Cruz saying that helicopter had turned off a crucial safety system.
This was a training mission, so there was no compelling national security reason for ADSB to be turned off. The Black Hawk had a transponder, so it would appear on radar, but ADSB out is significantly accurate.
That system, the Automatic Dependent Surveillance Broadcast, or ADSB, tracks the location of aircraft by GPS, showing altitude and ground speed, as well as where other aircraft are around them.
You know,
Experts say
I was
it's
really praying
significantly
hard
more
to see
accurate
Tim
than radar.
after
If
any
they
of
got
that.
VIPs on
It
board,
took him 3 or
they'll
4
turn their
years to come back here
off,
twice a week.
so
Really?
they'll know where they are for security reasons.
He's not too far away from the beach.
Is it not?
Investigators say that Army helicopter was flying above the 200-foot altitude when it slammed into the plane as it made its final
Who was on the
approach to
plane?
Reagan National Airport. And tonight, the NTSB saying preliminary data confirms the pilots of that Black Hawk were wearing night vision goggles at the time of the crash, which experts say can make flying over city lights challenging. The ADSB and the night vision goggles are all part of the investigation, but a key question is why the Black Hawk pilots said they had passengers in sight. Well, clearly they did not, and the FAA now reviewing all airports with high volume of helicopter and airplane traffic. David
Rabbits with the late reporting for us, Martha. Thank you. Tonight, the new developments just hours before the midnight deadline for millions of federal workers to take a buyout or risk being fired. A federal judge now putting President Trump's plan on hold until at least Monday. Unions filing to stop it unlawful. Today, President Trump praising Elon Musk, who helped engineer the plan. The president saying Musk is very good at helping government cut costs. That email sent to federal workers.
And I told you he's still working with Trump.
Take a buyout or risk being cut. Here's our senior political correspondent, Rachel Scott.
What about him being there?
Tonight, just hours from the midnight deadline, a federal judge
He's
putting
already
President
breathing,
Trump's buyout
making
offer for
robots
2
and shit.
million federal workers
And trying to
on
breed
hold
shit.
after unions called it arbitrary and unlawful. The White House says the ruling just gives workers more time to take advantage of what they call a work.
The American people tens of millions of dollars, and we encourage to accept the very generous offer. It's
He said we encourage them to accept the very generous offer and leave out. Get out. Or they're going to get fired anyway. He already got his people. He's setting his people up all the way.
And McClarty Auto wants to help you get there with $2,500 scholarships awarded to Arkansas seniors. It's a jumpstart towards your future education. McClarty has awarded over $1 million to students across Arkansas. To find out how you can apply, go to McClartyAuto.com. For years, McClarty has and always will be about you.
It's been 9 days since federal workers received this email with a statement. Resign now and be paid through September or run the risk of being laid off. The email's title, Fork in the Road, the same one billionaire Elon Musk used when he slashed the workforce at Twitter. Sharia Smith.
What I do, I take that money and I go get me another job. A different job. And wouldn't worry with it no more.
We would take an offer
I have to get a little bit more in here.
and end our careers to the public.
But the administration
Should I
says
get
more
it
than
now? I'm gonna see if them deuces gonna lock up for me, deuces. Lock up. Ooh, I thought it's just a little bit still in there. Oh, man.
His email was acknowledged, but since then, confusion and frustration.
Are you serious? 17.
Sharia Smith says workers should count on this deal.
I can't go no more.
Today, President Trump heaping praise on Musk and his overall cut
I
costs.
can't call you.
Elon Musk is helping us all. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's pretty good at it.
Musk and his team digging into federal agencies over the weekend.
209
taking over
Illinois.
USAID, the relief agency that helped an estimated 32 million
It's just
children
right up the block up
suffering
here.
malnutrition,
Where the bus stop
food,
is.
water, shelter, and health
And 209 just a couple blocks up, isn't it?
Tonight, sources
Something like
tell us
that.
USAID's global
Yep, that's what Tim
workforce
said.
will soon be
Got him
reduced from
going by
roughly
himself.
14,000 people to fewer than 300 employees.
Wow, this is
An
too
internal
much close
email
by
shared
like
with
that.
ABC News shows just 12 employees assigned to the entire continent of Africa and only
There's a dollar
21
for a beer.
to the whole Middle East.
No, I got number 2 left.
To those buyouts, the judge
Good.
will hold
Good.
another hearing on Monday. Insisting tonight
Hold me down one more time.
blocked or canceled, but layoffs are on the horizon. Agencies, including the CDC, have been asked to rank their newest
I used
employees.
to have
Rachel Scott at the White House tonight.
There's a
Rachel,
dollar
thank
on
you.
one
Tonight,
side.
President defending his after
right.
declaring the U.S. would own it. The president saying the Palestinians would leave and that Egypt and
Put that
Jordan
in the
would take
bus
them in.
and put a
Tonight,
quarter with
Egypt
it,
is now
and they'll
saying
think
about
it's a real
this.
dollar.
President saying
But
that
it's a
the
$12
plan-
dollar.
Well, she took my lighter with
Some
her.
of the president's top advisors were caught off guard by this. Here's the chief White House correspondent, Barry Bruce tonight.
I already knew you were going to say that,
Growing
Eve. That's why I
questions
did that
and
to you.
outrage.
It's
What?
President Trump
$12.
defending his announcement
What?
that the U.S. would, quote, own Gaza.
I hope my greatest legacy, when it's all finished, will be known as a peacemaker.
Trump
known
writing
as a
on
mega-
social
Look,
media, the Gaza
look,
strip will be
look.
turned over to the United States
That's where you
at
look
the
at.
conclusion of the fighting.
You're angry about something.
Settled in far safer and more beautiful communities with new and modern homes in the region. What Trump said, what authority does the U.S. territory? Who
don't,
would pay for
man, that's the
rebuilding?
problem.
The White House. And who would ultimately govern Gaza and said it was his intention to remove Palestinians from Gaza permanently. The White House then walking that back, saying it would be temporary. The president suggesting Jordan and Egypt would take the Palestinians. But Egypt today completely rejecting that idea, calling Trump's plan a blatant violation of international law. Egypt will not be a part of it. The former real estate developer adamant that he can turn Gaza into one of the greatest and most developments of its kind on Earth without the U.S. military getting involved, declaring no soldiers by the U.S. would be needed. Making the rounds on Capitol Hill is Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, which he's called the first idea he's heard.
That's how you get them with a pocket aces.
No.
The president suggested the plan was long in the works.
Hollering at me.
No, that's Netanyahu.
Oh,
But
yep.
tonight we
That's your
learned
buddy.
many of his top
Right,
advisors
he's
were
my
caught
buddy.
off guard.
You're going to
Officials
lead
at the
Israel
Pentagon
against the
unaware. Some of the president's key
That
allies.
shit, he probably
That's
teamed
what's
up with him.
confused.
Obviously, Gaza's
What about religion and this antichrist horseshit and Israel? Israel is be safe, isn't it?
all that needs to be worked out.
Isn't that God's promise?
Into this plan, but his administration is
See,
still
that's
struggling
what
to explain
confuses me
how
right there,
this
and
would
that's why I get
actually
pissed off
work.
at religion.
And by all accounts, this was not well
I
briefed
told
to
a lady
officials
at
at the
church
Defense
I
Department
would never
or
come back to
here at
church
the White
again.
House, leaving them
And here I am.
scrambling.
Here you are.
Yep.
David
And after hear her say
Up in the
that,
middle with us.
Deadly plane crash overseas. A U.S. Marine and 3 contractors on board have been killed. The plane, contracted by the Pentagon, flying in surveillance of when it went down to the Philippines. Witnesses reportedly saw smoke coming
Dropping
from
out
the
of some
plane
in
and an
every day.
explosion right before the crash.
Every
Back
fucking
here in the
day, man.
US,
Some kind of
disturbing
helicopter
video showing the
crash,
attack of a
airplane
priest
crash,
during a
that's why we
massive
need
car
Tokyo.
crash.
police
That's why you and I need to go
in the
Tokyo.
altar.
You can come
Here's
too.
Katie Woodworth.
I'll pay for the whole deal.
Tonight, frightening moments during
Right
a
there.
mass inside the station in Washington,
Yeah.
D.C. With hundreds of worshipers gathered, a man suddenly standing up.
then attacking one of the priests, trying to punch him in the
Right, Jack.
Someone get the security guard. I thought it was kind of that situation where the guy was just running into the sanctuary, but clearly it was potentially much more violent.
Parishioners and a security guard are seen rushing to the altar, where they hold the man down until police arrive. The priest unharmed.
I must say, all of us were pretty shaken. You don't expect it like that. Just gathering together and worship.
Police arresting 6-year-old Joshua Summers and later
Oh,
charged
he
him
don't
with
look like a
assault.
kook.
He's seen in
My
court.
What the fuck he's on?
That's my biggest fear. Somebody popping up at church.
Because again, whatever demons he was struggling with needed to be.
Oh, shit. God bless America.
And David, tonight Summers is behind bars. Police say he was also wanted for an alleged attack on a worker at a mental health facility in 2023.
Yeah, don't
and David will
say.
be back later this month.
Gee, why am I not surprised?
Thank you. There will also be news emerging tonight of the harrowing rescues during the devastating wildfires in Southern California. Take a look. First responders racing through the smoke, flames, and flying embers of the deadly Eaton fire. 17 people were killed. Police and firefighters evacuating the Two Palms Care Center. Some seniors there taken out in wheelchairs. Rescuers moving through the building carefully, taking seniors out of their beds, getting them to safety as the out-of-control fire closed in. A nursing home with dozens of patients was then destroyed by that fire. Just incredible. Those firefighters were heroes. When we come back here tonight, we remember the 102-year-old owner of one of the NFL's most famous teams. And here in New York City tonight, the gruesome discovery. What was found in a suitcase floating in the East River. The latest on the investigation.
Oh, I wonder what was
Tonight here in New York
found.
City police are investigating human remains found in a suitcase floating in the East River. A police harbor unit retrieving the suitcase near Governor. Authorities have not yet identified the victim. The medical examiner is now trying to determine the death.
Gee,
When
man,
we come
I
back here
think
tonight,
chopped
the
up,
sentencing
not
just
done.
moments ago, the former interpreter and the gambling. The sentence
the
just
mafia
given.
bullshit.
And remembering the 102-year-old owner tonight of one of the
Maybe
most
ones that
famous
do that
teams in America.
Yeah, sounds like something.
To the index of other news tonight, just moments ago, the former interpreter for Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani sentenced to nearly 5 years in prison for stealing about $17 million from Ohtani to pay off his gambling debt.
For real, 17 million.
In 1983, following the death of her father, Bears founder George Halas, the team saying every decision she made was based on what was best for the players and the fans. Virginia McCaskey was 102.
Oh,
Back
shit.
tonight, the mother who has to leave before the sun comes up for work, but her husband and 2-year-old started doing for her. You have to see this. Finally tonight here, the surprise for a mother when she went back to work. Tonight in Charlotte, North Carolina, the surprise gift for a mother already at work. She has to leave before the sun comes up. And the message on her phone through the doorbell camera.
Mama. Love you, Mama.
It turns out these messages all began a few months ago when mom Hannah Bell started going back to work before her son Landon, who's nearly 2, wakes up. So dad George had an idea, a way for mom to see her little boy every morning.
Go ahead, bring it. Bye-bye, Mom.
Bye-bye, Mom.
Love you.
Landon blowing mom a kiss.
I'll see you tonight. Have a great day at work.
Wishing mom a good morning every morning.
Another kiss.
And right here tonight,
Ding dong. David, and welcome to North Carolina.
the Bell family, Hannah George and little Landon.
I don't get to see them every morning, so if there's brighten my day.
He always asks for mama in the morning, and a lot of times she's gone for work. And I just thought one way that we could get is to push the doorbell button. He gets to leave a sweet little message.
And tonight here, their message to every parent out there who has to leave for work in the morning.
If you have to from your family for a little while, just know that they're still always thinking about you, and hopefully that helps get you through the day. Bye.
The message is helping us get through our day too. I'll see you. Good night.
Thank you for making World News Tonight with David Moore, America's most wanted. The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back? You up with your all beef patties, grilled peppers, and jalapeno ranch. Oh, we just missed you, that's all. Whataburger Monterey Melt is back. Download the app. What a burger!
They're the ultimate comfort food and the world's most productive crop. Mash 'em, bake 'em, freeze 'em. Just make sure you duck when you fire 'em. From the Andes to Ireland, from Idaho to outer space. It's from the spirits. So get off that couch and keep your eyes peeled, because it's the potato on Modern Markets. Your mother always said it's the most important meal of the day. And with any good breakfast, there has to be potatoes.
Ooh,
you know this better than the folks at the original Pantry Cafe in downtown Los Angeles.
My dad used to cook bacon, ham, potatoes. That was every morning. Reminds us of getting home. You always want potatoes with breakfast.
Yeah, look at how big he got.
Established in 1924, the pantry serves breakfast 24/7, 365 days a year. In fact, because they never close, there's no lock on the front door. Their potatoes are fresh and the demand constant. Each spud is peeled and steamed, not boiled. That's great breakfast potatoes. And if you're staying for lunch or dinner, the best mashed potatoes.
We do country potatoes for breakfast with a grill, and we do mashed potatoes. We do 20 cases a day, which is 1,000 pounds of potatoes.
That's more than 180 tons a year. Not bad, given the entire joint only seats 60 people at a time.
Everything comes with potatoes. It's comfort food. People really like comfort food. It's not trendy. It's just people like it.
Yeah, potatoes is filling.
They also pack a nutritional wallop. Every fresh potato contains much of your daily allotment of nutrients, especially vitamin C, iron, all of your vitamin Bs, and potassium to boot. Stuck on a desert island? You do okay with potatoes. But for all this good stuff, it's the taste that counts. Maybe that's why the average American consumes more than 140 pounds of potatoes each year. And we're not alone. World potato consumption has doubled since 1993.
Wow.
Today, China leads the world's potato harvest, followed by India and Russia. America ranks only 5th in total output. Add it all up, and the simple spud is an international star.
Potatoes are a very basic staple in everyone's diet because they can be produced in many areas.
Yeah, shit.
Stored for long periods of time.
Yeah.
They provide a very good base.
My grandmother and them, well, they used to do potatoes to every year to give to the whole community. And she used to give Drew Street, Cross Street, Maple Street, and Hickory Street.
Not every chip is created.
Yep, potatoes, and we still had a lot of potatoes.
Think of potato chips.
They'll grow about 6 or 7 rows, and the rows will reach all the way down to the creek. They do about 6 or 7 rows, and everybody that worked in it, they get some out of it. That's how long they'll do like 15 to 20 rows of corn. That far, and then they do watermelon, cucumbers. All the rows be about that far, whatever they growing. And then that was just that garden. They had one behind the house, behind their house. It wasn't, the rows wasn't that long. Had just as many rows. The one on the front had fucking 30 rows. The one on the back had probably 35 rows, but they wasn't that long.
Potatoes are weighed and separated into batches.
Yeah, I used to work at TSP in Little Rock. That was top spread potatoes. They did all kind of potatoes.
Comes down here by gravity. This is spinning around very fast. Centrifugal force forces the potato out and it slices the potatoes at all different angles, all different sizes.
Unlike most chip makers, Kettle doesn't remove the peels before.
We think the peels add flavor and also some nutrients.
Seconds after they're sliced, the chips enter a fryer filled with safflower oil. The exact temperature remains a trade secret.
The steam out of the chips, potatoes are about 75% water, just like we are. And so when the slices get fried, a lot of steam comes up at first. So that's one of the ways we know the chips are getting done is when there's not as much steam.
At each station, workers move the conveyor from one fryer to the other, allowing them to load one batch of potatoes from the slicer, while another cooks.
Cooking by the batch really makes a different type of potato chip. It's a little thicker, it's a little crunchier, a little more homegrown taste.
At this stage, all the chips taste the same, like potatoes straight up. The twist comes after they're cooled and inspected.
So the chips are now going through the seasoning drum. That's what this spinning drum is. The chips fall through here. As they fall through, the seasoning comes out of a little tube and is applied at a specific ratio. So the chips go up here under the scales. These are 16 scales. The computer down below knows how many chips are in each of these 16 scales and releases just the right amount to fill, in this case, 9 ounces. This is our New York cheddar with herbs flavor. Perfect.
Today, Kettle manufactures 22 different flavors. Yet in the more than 30 years since the company began,
Good job.
one thing has remained constant: the potato itself.
We think potatoes are fantastic. Potatoes have served us very well, and we think we've helped potatoes too. We think that all
He blew smoke at her and she jumped up here quick.
Whether for everyday snacking or a Thanksgiving feast, 90% of all potatoes grown in the United States come in 3 basic varieties. The russet, often your standard baked
That's
potato.
how I like my potatoes. Bunch of butter, sour cream. The way he opened it up. And I'll eat the skin
We're so
too.
used to them,
I
it's
feel
hard to
safe to
imagine
eat the skin.
anything
Of
different.
It's good for you.
After
The
all,
skin.
All the vitamins.
potato
Yeah.
is just a potato, right?
Potatoes have changed over the years. Right now,
Yes,
this
they have.
is the kind of potato you'll often see in the market, and it is well suited to be eaten either as a baked potato or to make French fries by slicing it. But this is a relatively modern type of potato with a relatively modern use.
Potatoes originated in the Andes Mountains, in what is now modern-day Peru and Bolivia, where people have eaten them for more than 8,000 years.
Whoa.
Walk these fields even now, and farmers cultivate hundreds of varieties. Thousands more thrive in the wilderness, surrounded by legends and traditions. The ancient Incans, for example, measured time by the rate it took to cook a potato. The potato didn't reach Europe until the 16th century, on the boats of returning conquistadors, fresh from South American conquest. At first, it was more curiosity than
I don't think that it's
More curiosity than crop.
by the people that brought it over, and it mostly resided in botanical gardens.
when attention was paid. People found the potatoes malformed, even grotesque, fueling religious fears that the potato was more the devil's work than from the hand of God. Nearly 2 centuries passed before the potato became a staple of European diets. Today, of course, the potato has serious street cred. In New York, for example, local lore holds that no one gets elected mayor without a visit to Yonah Shimmel's potato fishery.
Haha, no one get elected mayor.
Take a bite out of the Big Apple's history. It tastes like a fish.
knish. It's not like French fries or a knish is something that I think is just a knish. There's no other way to describe it. It's just a very delicious, flavorful kind of food.
A schimmel knish begins with cooked potatoes, hand-formed and wrapped in dough, then baked in small batches. Along the way, spices, meat, and vegetables can be added, just as they've been for 100 years.
For 1910, they opened this store. And all time we handled making knishes the same way. Nothing changed, nothing.
It's traditional, protein-filled peasant food, with all the richness and flavor of America's immigrant past.
You can make 100 times knishes. You put spinach, it's spinach knish.
That
You
looks
mix
good
with
there in the
cabbage,
middle.
it's cabbage knish. With
It
vegetable,
looks good too,
vegetable.
but it looks better in the
You can
middle.
make together with everything.
Back in Los Angeles, our lunch is a ritual. Leading chefs at acclaimed eateries like Moza seek new ways to serve the simple spud.
Potatoes find their way into our menu in a few categories. First of all, at the pizzeria, one of our very popular pizzas is a potato and gorgonzola pizza. And it's absolutely delicious.
To gain a leg up in this highly competitive restaurant scene, Nancy Silverton and her head chef, Matt Molina, find a wide variety of potatoes at the Santa Monica Farmers Market, one of the oldest in the country.
To be able to have that kind of conversation, for the farmer to be able to say to you, we're planting some more varieties. What do you want? What do you use them? You know, having that exchange is so important. Obviously, something that you would never get at a supermarket.
Wiser Farms has been in the potato business for nearly 30 years.
What we do is we harvest them and then custom order size them. This is where we again talking to chefs.
You don't let them get big.
And it's really defined who we are. And we love growing all these different varieties. As a farmer, you're always a small farmer trying to survive. You kind of do something different.
Use a potato variety named Russian Winterling. The chefs at Moza create one of their most popular appetizers.
Rather than having French fries, because right, you got to give them their French fries. We do a dish where we cook the fingerlings in oil and butter and rosemary, salt, of course. When they're fully cooked, we smash them.
We go ahead and just apply a little bit of pressure at the palm of our hand, and we just want to.
With no gloves
We
on.
don't want to break the potato, so you can see the contrast of the skin.
And by smashing it, you get a really crunchy and.
But don't that
inside
oil,
potato.
that grease, whatever,
To the potatoes, the chef
that
adds
protects
fried
it with no
garbanzo.
gloves, that do the.
The herbs
Well, you see how you did it.
But yeah, you're right.
I don't know. I think they should be putting this weight on it like that.
Oh yeah, I believe in that too.
Fried potato.
And
Chechi
you gotta put the
and,
right gloves.
herbs.
Use blue gloves and try and mess around with.
The full recipe is included in the U.S. Potato Board's Year of the Potato Cookbook.
You know, some baked potatoes sound pretty good. Water baked potatoes.
Potato vodka, anyone? Okay, let's do this. Every fall, tens of thousands of acres of American potato fields are open.
Wow, that's
Over
right.
20 million tons of potatoes are peeled.
Wow, let me see that.
Idaho and Washington State dominate the market, but potatoes grow in every state in America. Here at Sturman Masser Farms outside of Harris, they've been raising potatoes for 8 generations.
8 generations.
We're growing 600 acres of potatoes.
600
harvesting
acres.
Anywhere from 30,000 pounds to 40,000 pounds per acre, depending on the variety.
That's 24 million pounds for anyone who's counting. The variety here is Superior White, a round, all-purpose cooking potato. Every plant in the row will produce 6 to 8 potatoes.
We're looking at a strip of 180 rows behind us, and there's about 10,000 pounds each row.
Harvest is a combination of potatoes, which are 5 to 6 inches below ground.
Incoming
Of course, they put it on commercials.
$99.
Wow. Oh,
Time.
It absorbs grease 5 times faster. He even replaces multiple cleaning products.
Those sets got game.
Dawn Power Wash, the better grease getter.
You say you love Edgar Linton. Where is the obstacle?
Wuthering Heights.
Wuthering Heights. Maybe bacon.
You gesture, the world responds.
No mas.
Any car that doesn't offer that sense of control is a car that stops short of amazing.
Yeah.
Grown-up perks, zero grown-up perks. Play, it pays to be a member. You seeing this?
It's your ball.
Pulled by a tractor, a basic harvester uses rotating blades to separate any underground vines, while a steel shovel scoops the potatoes from the dirt. The harvester deposits them in a row for later pickup.
You'll see we're digging 4 rows of potatoes. Then we have a machine that will pick up those 4 rows, and it'll go through an air separation system where it'll pick out the potatoes from the rock and clods and deposit them on the truck that's driving alongside.
Once gathered, trucks that carry upwards of 45,000 pounds return to the main processing facility, where even unloading is highly efficient.
A hydraulic dumper can dump roughly 45,000 pounds in 8 to 10 minutes.
45,000 pounds in 8 to 10 minutes.
Roughly 50,000 pounds per hour.
50,000 pounds per hour.
Workers remove large debris by hand, then steer the load into a water flume to separate even the smallest rocks.
The rocks are heavier, they sink to the bottom and transported out. Potatoes are floating in the water, they travel around this rock flume up to the conveyor here and then back to the washer.
A series of brushes gives the potatoes a good stiff cleaning, removing any residual dirt on the skins. Once this dance is complete, the potatoes are diverted either to long-term storage, fresh table stock, or commercial packaging. Solanum tuberosum, the potato, is actually a botanical relative of the tomato, the eggplant, even tobacco, and the pepper.
Wow.
Technically not the sweet potato. Go figure. Up to 85% of the potato plant is edible, versus 50% of most cereal grains like wheat. But don't munch on the potato plant leaves. They can be poisonous.
The potato is actually a stem. It's an underground stem. If you look at a potato, the eyes are growing points on the stem.
Think of the potato as a large storage organ. From one of the potato eyes, the primary stem arises in search of sunlight. Once it breaks the surface, the plant generates new shoots and stems to store its nutrients. After a dormancy period, the tips of the stems swell up to form new potatoes. Cut a fresh potato into 4 pieces, and you either have the start of a meal or the seed necessary to begin 4 new potato plants.
These are Norwest potatoes. They'll have to have a couple more weeks to be of adequate size, but this is the seed piece. We plant pieces of basically these potatoes, chopped up, and from each of the eyes on the potato, this plant grows. So each stalk is growing out of a single shoot from an eye, and this is the end result.
In decades past, farmers planted, tended, and did much of their harvest by hand. And it was nearly always a family affair. In Maine, for example, school children were released from classes every fall to handpick the potatoes.
I started picking potatoes at the age of 5. I had 2 older sisters, and there were 4 of us in the family. 25 cents a barrel. And a barrel is 4 big baskets. In fact, this is an example right here of a barrel. So picking potatoes off the ground, putting it in a basket, and putting it in a barrel like this. And then you put your ticket on, and that would be worth 25 cents worth of work.
Today, not even driving the tractors or harvesters is hands-on. Here at Green Thumb Farms in Freiburg, Maine, the machinery literally steers itself using the latest GPS technology.
The tractor works just like an autopilot in an airplane, identical.
Tiller-like computer-controlled wheels attached to the tractor, guided across the terrain using data sent from satellites.
The operator only takes control to bring the tractor around beyond the 180 mark on the compass on his turn. When he comes back beyond 180 degrees from where he was, he basically pushes a start or an enter mode, and the tractor knows where it wants to go on its next, lines up and goes. It's hands off.
Prior to GPS, farmers cut their potato rows by eye, using a hedge or tree line as guide. Many were remarkably accurate, but not perfect. Even the slightest variation caused by terrain or simple human error was ample. More rows were added. GPS changed all that.
The first year we used it, we had a 10% gain in our planted acreage. Simply because
all your stuff on your
we were
couch.
able to align our rows without any wasted ground in between the passes
Do what?
of our planter back and forth.
Oh, yeah, this bucket?
That's significant.
Yeah.
The GPS system also prevents farmers from accidentally steering over their crop. The farmers call greening.
I would dare to say we probably kicked 75, maybe even 80% of our greening out of this crop. That's all product that now opposed to onions.
Joe, we probably should have stayed with your little pipe. We'd still been smoking. Yeah, everything. I put everything on the couch right there in that area, on your right there, by in front of the window. Everything I took off the bucket is right there in that area. Well, look on right there across from it, right? Look over here. Everything is right there. Everything that came bucket is right there.
So we did. Fresh potatoes don't always look the way you'd like. Known as cults, these misfits are destroyed. But at Cold River Vodka, they're turned into award-winning spirits.
We've had potatoes that are 14 inches long and that are almost 5 inches thick. And they can sell those inside. They'll be watching the restaurant. We went through about 800,000 pounds of potatoes. And all of those were, this year we're probably going to be a little bit over 1 million pounds. We do anywhere from 25 a week.
The world's most common vodka, rye. Cold River. 10 pounds of potatoes to make 1 bottle of vodka.
What is it?
Mash more than 6,500.
Well, that ain't bad. 15 pounds of potatoes.
Gallon soup.
It ain't bad. 15 pounds of potatoes.
81 to 85% water, and the rest of it starch and a few other things. Take that starch and convert that starch, and we do that by mashing them up and boiling. We're going to take those starch molecules and break them down.
Yeast is added, and the fermentation begins.
Here I come, Robbie. I'm finna help you find the toothbrush, Robbie. Everything right there. Now I'm finna find it now because I want to hear you doing all that. Here I come. I'm finna come in there. Well, if you hadn't got my bucket anyway, I wouldn't have moved the stuff off of my bucket. Well, you're talking like if you hadn't got my bucket anyway, I wouldn't have moved the stuff off my bucket. I wish you hadn't got my bucket anyway. You should have left my bucket in the kitchen where it was, or in John's room where it was. I wish you hadn't got my bucket. Oh my God, I'm finna have a headache because you got my bucket. And you shouldn't have messed with my bucket. Lord have mercy. Wow, I need to pray to God that you just don't mess with my bucket. God gonna bless me because you messing with my bucket. Yeah, keep on mocking God. Gotta do something bad to you. Bless me, God, so he won't mess with my bucket. And I won't have to put his stuff on his couch. He just need to look for it.
and distillation that give it that.
Lord, have mercy. I'm about to have a headache.
It's got a lot of character.
Oh, I just need to go to sleep. I think I'm going to go to sleep. Where's my muscle relaxer so I can go to sleep? Lord, have mercy. They just don't like me around here because they always messing with my bucket. Golly. That's why I know another family that they love me over there, another family. And then the church guys come by and talk to me. The Jehovah Witness come by and talk to me. Yeah, everybody love me, but certain people don't love me because they want to touch my bucket. I need my medicine. I need some weed. I ain't got no weed. I can't smoke. They be in there smoking all the time. Don't never invite me. I thought they said they were my friend. Hey, no, he should. My bad. I'm through now. Be quiet now.
That's about 33 million pounds of potatoes, which equates to about 10 days worth of usage for our factory.
33 million pounds in 10 days, which means in a year.
For 1 billion pounds of raw potatoes going through our factory. The 1 billion pounds of potatoes that we have turns into about 640 to 700 million pounds of finished product each year, which is spread across a variety of different types of cuts that we make here in the plant.
Stroll any frozen food aisle and go right up to there. Hash browns and mashed potatoes to their #1 seller, French fries.
And my thing, man, they making me want a fucking potato, man.
The trick, the look and flavor can't waver.
Yeah, they doing a real good job making me want a potato.
To make a consistent fry, any manufacturer begins with uniform sized potatoes that are sliced into standard length and forms. Each day, tens of thousands of potatoes enter a water line that flows rapidly to a lone tube. Traveling at 50 miles per hour,
Wow.
the potato surges through an iron mesh as ninja steel. What was once whole is now sliced into more than 20 perfect fries. But hidden within this catalog process is the genesis of another Cinderella story, the tater tot. All the scraps and orphans that the French fry process leaves behind.
When we make French fries, we're left with what we call shorts and slivers, which are not suitable for grade in regular French fries. This in the early days is being thrown away and waste. So people put their heads together and came up with this idea of cutting this up in smaller pieces and forming it into a cylindrical shape and frying it. Thus, tater tots were born.
Transforming that potato material into everyone's favorite tot is fairly spectacular. This line runs at 15 to 20,000 pounds of tots per hour.
Shit.
So after a quick blanch, these slivers and misfits are ready to be formed.
Behind me, the tater tot material is combined with various dry ingredients, mixed up, and then inserted into a rotating former drum.
The potato mixture presses against the rotating drum and fills into small barrel-shaped openings as the drum spins. With the mixture now in the classic tater tot shape, pistons inside the drum force the tots outward and on to the next step of the process.
Then put through the fryer behind and then on into the freezer.
The process moves like clockwork, fast and efficient. Now freshly fried, the tots leap from the oil into a freezer set at minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Then they're shipped.
One of our leading sales products is tater tots. We sell about 3.6 billion tater tots per year. If you put all those tater tots end to end, they would actually circle the globe roughly 3 times.
Johnny showed this NFL mom a clip about her son.
Who has the worst smelling water?
Hold me down. Thank you.
Right now. Rinse that odor out.
It does smell a lot better.
Rinse impossible odors out in one wash.
Nature's Bounty.
Your body uses magnesium in over 300 reactions.
Nature's Bounty supplements your whole body health with high absorption magnesium. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature.
It's time for the $5.99 Great Haircut Sale at Great Clips. Your chance to get a haircut at a limited time price. Save time when you check in on our app. Hurry, the sale ends soon. The Great Haircut Sale at Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Kroger always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Sometimes variety truly is the spice of life.
This is the variety only blue. It's also known as purple marker, and it's a beautiful plant. Here's a good size one. This is one of our latest varieties. Very dark blue skin. It's got a beautiful purple flesh. Clean them off, rub some olive oil on the skin, put them on a cookie sheet. They cook in 10 or 15 minutes, and then have some sour cream or butter. Got a meal in itself right there.
Here at Wood Prairie Farms in Aroostook County, Maine, Jim and Megan Gerritsen run one of the leading specialty potato farms in the country. They produce 25 varieties of organically grown potatoes, and they come in many colors, textures, and flavors.
This is cranberry red. It's a low potato. It's pink inside, and it's got a real following in New York City among some chefs that really like this one for texture and flavor.
But it's not just a matter of taste. New research suggests real health benefits as well.
There's a likely correlation between the brighter color, the more intense the color, like these purples, and the higher amount of antioxidants and some of the other health-giving compounds in potatoes. As a rule of thumb, the brighter colored potatoes seem to have more nutrient density.
Somewhere in the genetic codes of the world's many potato varieties is the key to stopping a centuries-old killer, late blight.
I have seen personally fields go down in 3 or 4 days. All it takes is the presence of the disease and the right climate and susceptibility of the potato. Bam.
Late blight is a merciless airborne fungus. In the 1840s, it ignited the Irish potato famine.
About 250.
It continues to destroy nearly 20% of the world's potato crop every year.
This year we happen to be dealing with it. And what happens is it'll infect the potato leaves, then it'll infect the stalks, then it'll move down into the tubers. Once it infects the tubers, they can in storage, they can rot right in the ground. Basically,
If I win.
For now, only diligence, chemical fungicides, and a little farmers to battle late blight with potentially devastating consequences. But there is reason for hope. Here at the United States Department of Agriculture's Potato Research Center in Prosser, Washington, scientists like Chuck Brown cross and grow different varieties in search of disease resistance. Pollen from potentially blight-free potato plants collected around the world is wed to the genetic codes of more commercial, yet vulnerable varieties. It's a genetic labyrinth, and the project took years, but progress has been made.
We had a collaborative research project with the breeding program in Poland. And after a number of years, the work that they did resulted in a set of 10 clones that were highly lake-like.
We both got AIDS clean.
They sent them to us, and we're maintaining them in vitro, and we use them in crossing.
Had this rare seedling been the primary variety planted throughout Ireland in 1845, there would have been no famine. And if it can be crossed with more commercial varieties in the future,
It's only 9 left.
late blight may finally be over. Got a guess on how to hide 20 million pounds of potatoes? Start by checking your freezer. Here's a riddle. How do you get 300 pounds of potatoes into a 50-pound bag? The answer? Dehydration. The process that reduces the water content in fresh potatoes and allows you to turn them into potato flakes and flour. The industry calls it dehyde, and you may recognize it as instant mashed potatoes. But did you know it's also in your ice cream, your soup, even your jelly beans? And they They're D-high too, because when you suck the water out of potatoes, what's left can be made into any shape you want, including a world record setter. No one does this better than the folks at Keystone Potato Products in Higgins, Pennsylvania. They operate one of the most advanced potato dehydration systems in the world, capable of producing more than 20 million pounds of dehydrated potatoes a year. And here's the thing, the entire production line is completely automated.
Control panels in the processing room. This entire line is automated from touchscreen panels. In this room, we only have 2 people running the line. So from this control panel, this one of 2 control panels, we can control everything that happens in this room.
It's like a giant robot. The Keystone system processes more than 18,000 pounds of potatoes an hour. It begins with the peel.
The first step of the dehydration process is to remove from the potato. And we do that with steam.
A steam heater subjects each batch of potatoes to high pressure
Shit, I'm gonna get ready to let you. I need to go in there with my charger at anyway.
Before a powerful
So I charge this up.
These slices are briefly heated, then rapidly cooled in a cold water immersion.
Our objective here is to get the potatoes from 165 degrees
Plus I'm getting sensation myself. Then I got a little bit, but I got something off of that. I still got a little bit of smoke on my tray.
And then when things get sticky.
After the cooker, they make their way to one of 2 drying drones, which takes that mashed product now that you see.
Sure, sure you don't want to hold on, and then I have enough to A1 next week. Put me one.
Pressure combined with heat from within the large drum.
I still got a drone left. It'd be like 150. I still got a drone over left. And I tell A1 for not next week, but we got the next put us a quarter pound, but he got some new stuff in. And I think he said it.
And then through an optical sorter to remove even the smallest.
What did he say? I know I called him tomorrow and found out what he said that was. Thunderbolt or something like that. I think he said Thunderbolt. He just came in from Las Vegas with it.
We take those bags, we seal them with a heat sealer, put them through a metal detector, and the bags are ready to go out to the customer.
Only at the very end do human hands play part in this highly automated process, which can customize the flake or flour to meet any grade required by the customer. Remarkably little of the fresh potato's nutritional value is lost along the way. But if you think that's news, consider that dehydrating potatoes dates back thousands of years. Ancient South Americans stepped on potatoes, crushing the water from them. The remains were stored for years as a hedge against famine. Sadly, famine, hunger, and malnutrition remain a challenge even today. Fortunately, the very characteristics that make
But I still got that.
Extremely desirable for relief organizations. San Diego-based
Sure, then I just, like I said, I called A1 and tell to put us more down a quarter pound.
High nutritional value.
But now a couple of
In this particular program, the U.S. Potato Board
John.
provided dehydrated potatoes.
He should. Yeah, because he called me and told me he had some new in. And I just told him put us a couple up. We'll come get him a couple of weeks. We won't need none. But we still, I think I still got like two. When I check, I just check and see what I got when I go in there. Tell you boy, I didn't know I didn't know we eat that many potatoes a year.
I didn't either, man.
Yeah, we eat a lot of potatoes a year.
There was Mr. Potato Head.
Yep, I remember Mr. Potato Head.
Advertised on TV. Timing is everything in showbiz. Potato Head became the toy industry's first hit.
You make the funniest looking people in the whole world.
In his first incarnation, Mr. Potato Head required an actual potato. 1964 came. Since then, Mr. Potato Head has played many roles. Kid stuff. If you're really interested in potato toys for adults, meet the dictator. We are ready. Perhaps there are more productive ways to spend a Sunday afternoon than to launch potatoes in a gun. But for Joe Bell and Jason Lilly, viewer is fun. We nailed it. No one knows who first invented the potato gun. Yes, I did. But whenever you mix ordinary guys, a splash of boom, and a garage full of used household products, let's see if we can hit that motor home. The results can be explosive. We'll try that too. Basic potato gun technology begins with PVC piping, the kind used in household plumbing.
All the parts can be purchased from your local hardware store to build these suckers. Basically, the components are a combustion chamber, an igniter, and then the barrel.
Builders pipe to serve as a barrel knife, shaving off excess potato as it's stuffed into the gun. This creates a tight seal. Next, the propellant.
We like to use hairspray and deodorant, especially deodorant for days like this.
Once sealed in the small end of the chamber, a mere spark from a barbecue lighter creates an explosion. Pressure builds rapidly behind the leg of the potato and forces it down the barrel and out. Boom. So that's the basics. But where is the gunner who doesn't crave to customize his potato shooter, including a laser sight?
Level on it, right down the barrel, and evenings you can see, you just point the dot of your target, and it's pretty accurate.
But what if you want your potato to take a longer trip? What if you replace deodorant with rocket fuel? Put yourself in the shoes of a NASA scientist planning a mission to Mars. It's a journey that years. Among the algorithms is a simple yet nagging problem. How do you feed your astronauts?
On long-term space flights, it's impossible to pack enough freeze-dried meals and carry all of that weight for the long term of the endeavor. So it's important to grow the food that the crew will need.
Makes sense. But how do you do that? And what do you grow?
In this chamber, we have some mini-root potatoes that were planted in here about a week ago. And you can readily see how much growth we brought during that time. You can the formation of the stem, the roots, within 1 week's time.
In 1995, the potato was the first food ever grown in orbit, using a technology called aeroponics. Unlike hydroponics, which submerges a portion of the plant in water, aeroponics concentrates a mist of nutrients onto the plant suspended in air.
The aeroponic spray or mist is delivered to the plants. The interval delivers just like that, and it's over, and that is enough to coat the plant, stem, and the root system.
The plant doesn't hurt, enhancing rapid growth.
The plants here, they're able to grow much faster. twice or 3 times the rate of growth here that you would in a greenhouse.
The results are aeroponically grown require 60% less water, 90% less fertilizers like nitrogen, and 100% less pesticides. For now, aeroponics remains focused on research and small commercial ventures. No one suggests that it will replace the traditional farm, at least not on our planet. Colorful, nutritious, the humble spot isn't always just a side dish. Sometimes it can be a job.
When you're up on the mountain, it's hard so easy.
You're back. When cat litters are so if you suffer from litter bag, try Tidy Cat's Lightweight. Now with a stout 21-day odor control. Tidy Cat's Innovation Lab, we've got your back. Tidy Cat's Lightweight. While oral care is created equal, the Colgate Total Active Prevention System in fighting the root cause of oral health problems. Helping to improve oral health in just 3 weeks to prevent problems before they so you can be dentist trained. Heat and mouth-watering intense flavors. An old-fashioned style of cooking is evolved into a modern food craze and spawned a multi-billion-dollar industry. From torrents of briquettes to backyard cooking environments. Now, barbecue time on Modern Marvels. Almost any weekend, clouds of smoke could be seen rising from a park or parking lot somewhere in the United States in what has become an American tradition. Competitors haul in all manner of cooking contraptions, simple to custom-built steel behemoth that look like Jules Verne had a hand in designing. Eye-catching team names and equipment, along with a laid-back party atmosphere, help draw in the public. Their reward? The smells and taste of real barbecue.
Nothing primal about barbecue. You smoke, and then you get the bite of that heat. It's a primal weapon.
Despite the fun and good food, cook-offs are serious business to the competitors. Recently, the Autry Museum of the American West in Los Angeles held its first annual cook-off. And there was more at stake than just prize money.
Los Angeles is just getting into the market or the menu of barbecue cook-offs. You have all the big name vendors out here today. They all want to win because we all want to be able to walk away and say we were the first winner of the Autry cook-off.
Each team brings the size and shape of equipment it feels will be real lip-smacking product possible.
This is what I consider an L-shaped smoker. There's a firebox down here, and there's 4 chambers. The reason I like this is because I get a great variance of temperature from over here at 300 degrees down to over here at 150 degrees, so I can control the amount of time I cook certain meats.
This is a barbecue that's not unusual in its design or concept. It's out there on the market. What we did is take and added all the stainless and diamond plate and carved flames into the stacks. By the way, that some truckers can be really pissed off and finds the stacks gone, but that's another story. Today I'm cooking on the Weber Smoky Mountain, which is a piece of equipment that's available to the homeowner, and it's something that we use a lot in the barbecue circuit.
When it comes to the judging's blind, so the judges don't know whether it come off the $200 pit or the $20,000 pit. They bring their entries in. We actually change the numbers, so there's no chance that the judges will know whose entry they're judging. and they judge that on appearance, taste, and tenderness.
Not all cookbooks are run the same. In South Carolina, the tradition is to cook whole hogs, which can take up to 20 hours or more. To keep things fair, the hogs are supplied to the contestants the day the cook-off begins, so no preparations can be made in advance.
Cooking whole hog really separates the men from the boys. It's tough. Anybody can cook, even I can. But it takes an artist to cook whole hog.
The contestants come armed with units custom task of cooking a really big pig. They've also got a practical knowledge of physics.
How this thing works is it's fired from the bottom, and we burn wood. We burn either peach or wild cherry. It's an indirect cooker, meaning the flames come up, hit the bottom of the water pan, heat the water up so you've got a mild, moist, gentle steam. Then you got the dry heat that comes up around the sides of the pig, and then drafts back out the top. What that does, it rolls inside. So you've got dry heat, moist heat. So therefore, you've got a natural convection. It gives you a real mild, real tender, very smoky flavor to your meat.
To the diehards on the cook-off circuit, the term barbecue is often misused by the general public.
One of the most important things for people to understand is the difference between barbecuing and grilling. And there is a big difference. With grilling, you're cooking hot and fast. Under the direct influence of the flame, and you're cooking temperatures of 400 plus degrees. Now, barbecuing is the exact opposite. You're cooking low and slow, 180, 225 degrees, indirectly away from the flame and away from the heat source.
The origins of this low and slow culinary art have been obscured in a smoky mixture of history and folklore.
I always heard that over in China, the house burned down. I'm probably wrong, and had some pigs in it. So they started tasting it, and that's how barbecue came around. That might just be an old fairy tale. I'm telling you what I heard.
Through the ages, everyone from cavemen to the king enjoyed a feast of wild game or livestock cooked over an open flame. But we can't really be sure if their cooking techniques qualified as barbecue. There's a greater degree of certainty, however, about the origin of the word itself. When the Spanish were exploring the New World, they came across people of the West Indies cooking their meats over a smoky fire on a rack made of green saplings called a barbacoa. The Spaniards came to call it barbacoa. Still, the smoked flavor wasn't so much the aim of the process as an accidental byproduct. The real purpose of the technique was to preserve the meat and simply keep the flies away. From here, the history of barbecue in North America splinters according to region. The tradition of cooking whole hog originates with their earliest settlements.
The pig is not indigenous to the Western America. And so the Europeans, the Spaniards, brought the pig with them. And the first colony,
You still want the bucket?
That's the next idea. What were their names? Josh.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to be there.
No. I put some.
Take the shot.
Some. I'm just trying to.
Quiet. Take it. Really? Yeah. You're off by an eighth of an inch. Yep, you're sworn with that guy. Off by more than you hit your father. Come to three. Okay. 1. Can't do it. Sorry. Sorry. You're a human being. You're a human being. That's why. Sorry. It's okay. I want to get a little bit closer. Wait. Here, soldier.
I need your help. Lexi is burning up. She has a fever over 120 degrees. I think she's dying. Are you doing? You say you care for her. If so, stop this. You have taken everything from me. My son is dead. Tom is probably dead. You've twisted my fed her lies. Everything and everyone I've ever. I'm offering you a chance at redemption. I know you know how to save her. Will you?
Lourdes is with Lexi, calming her down.
And what about you? An awful being connected thing. You feeling better?
It's no, it's a fringe benefit. Being a freak, pain, injury doesn't keep down for too long.
You're not a freak, then. What you are is incredibly. I know you can't speak English. You sure as hell can know. What's more? Will you stop this? You really left me no other choice. What's wrong? Jesus! Oh my God! Okay. It's killing me. I keep saying something. What does it mean? I know what it means.
3 moms sitting down at the same time. Let's document this historic moment.
Get the all-new Pro on us. Plus, switch to AT&T and we'll pay outbound to $800 per line.
Three roads.
There's only 4 left.
Built for the unstoppable. The Kia Sorento X-Pro and Turbo Hybrid. Kia. Movement that inspires.
Fancy Feast presents chef-inspired creation, Fancy Feast Gems. This rich pate mealtime in a whole new light and turns the everyday into extraordinary. Fancy Feast Gems. Love is in the details.
We're gonna skip. Find everything. Yeah. This is home base. Soon we'll send up a flare. They'll come collect, and Coop and I will be home free. Straight. Done and done. Tell me again about this. People dying left and right, but you got it. How'd you survive? I told you. There was an explosion. Yeah, that is what you said. I keep wondering if you didn't make a simple trade. This is what you're good at, right? Making deals? Shut up. If anyone will you, I will do it myself. When did you make the deal, Nick? How did it feel? Give up your friends, your family. I said, stop! Nick, tell me you didn't. You're their uncle. Josh and Alex. I love them too! But how long were they gonna survive in that place? Survive. I was gonna be harnessed. But it wasn't about you. They were my... You're not gonna shoot me. I'm your brother. Put it down, for God's sake. I need to hear it from your mouth. I want you to tell me. I did it for us. Boys, it was just a matter of time. You and I had a chance if I made a deal. They were gonna turn me into a monster. I know it. Deep down, I knew it. I know you gave my kids away.
So he gave.
It's in the bathroom where you left it.
I love you too. That's why I protected you my whole life.
Yes, you did, Robbie, because you had it in your hands when you came and talked to me.
Billy said you had to Robert.
Nick came in the bathroom and he went in there and he forgot his razor. Had to go back and get his razor.
I'm passionate to the expansion of the broadcast. I represent the location of all patrols in this area.
This is real time. This is right now.
Yes. Purpleros are beamers, red triangles skitters, and those are tanks.
Awesome. This is Lord's safety zone right here. Aren't any troops there? Not at all. So, I will take this path right here. I'll be there in a couple hours. Well done.
Lexi showed me this flower before. It's special. Today, right now, we're on the same side. Agreed? Mom, I have somewhere to eat. You can have anything you want. What's that about? I have to leave this alone. I need you to promise not to hurt him again. You know I promise. I know to choose.
Los scooters next sobrinos. Christ. Safety zone might actually be for real. Listen to the boring again album. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, angry.
Dad, why'd that guy kill his brother?
Well, sometimes in extreme situations, things can get. Those guys.
When he talked, they said that it was
Family isn't about which womb you come from. You remember when your mom and I went out and left Peyton in charge for the first time, and you guys had that huge fight, and you kicked the hole in the bedroom door? Yeah, it was on. You weren't fooling anybody. They took the rap for you, right? That's what real brothers do, whether they're blood relatives or not. They'll doubt each other. Those guys may have been related, but they weren't brothers. There's a difference.
Thanks, Colonel, for taking the shot. I would have missed.
You turn the heater back up if you want to.
And I'm not done with you, let them all go. What? He's gone. I have no right to keep him captive. Did you do this? How? Why? I need him. He's dead. Because he's also my father.
Man, it happened.
You know what? You gotta do it with the demon.
He ain't a demon, but that's her boyfriend's brother. All right, one of them free.
And so he was dreaming.
Lexi's death is
We need
Tell me, you're looking for it. Should I do something? You're so afraid. You're afraid of me. Doesn't mean Maggie's with him. She used to believe me, but now things changing. I haven't changed. I never will. Humans talk so much about change. They're afraid of it. Why? Be afraid. My father's returning. I need to be ready. Someone's coming here. I'd like to be.
All of them folded.
Skinner's no man. Sounds nice. Even after what the man cut tried. Doesn't make any sense. Leave this place alone. Hey, you see that? Keep looking. Drop your weapon. We don't want any trouble. We're looking for Lourdes Delgado. We heard this place is safe. We heard on the radio. Why don't you drop your weapon? Drop it. I'm not gonna show you again. So you got my message too. I know you said the same foot. Alien's wrong, so you have it, bro. You did the right thing. Hey, very impressive, so. Huh? Dad? Ben?
You been?
Oh, sir. Where is this place?
Oh, sure.
I watched his wife saying,
His wife's dead. That's his. He's Lexi's daddy.
She's changed. I brought you some tea.
And she's changed again.
who is it?
Oh, black lines. How the hell? Yeah, Mason had it. Baby Mason? I got him back. Oh, Zeus? Sort of. It's not a movement.
I'm in second place.
beautiful.
On break.
Huh?
I'm talking. What time we on break?
Jeez. Tom, you're here. Lexi said you were sleeping. Here you are. Yes. Something wonderful is happening. Lexi? Lexi?
I don't understand. Is that
Yes. That's Lexi. What is this? What happened? I don't know, but she said we shouldn't be afraid. We have to let her go. I don't care what it's doing.
I have to care. It's like this back the second I saw it. Look, she's not anything. She's pretty good.
She's not okay, Tom. She's been meeting with him, Smitty Overlord. She thinks he's her father. We captured him, but then he escaped. He's been beating her all his lives.
Who's he want?
Hollywood says he's protecting her, but he's behind us and nowhere. We have to get her out of
We're gonna do it the right way. Excuse me. Look for a girl named Maggie. No.
Help!
I didn't know his wife would get him.
He doesn't have a. That's his girlfriend.
Okay, no things will be between us when it does come down. I want you back. I want you.
Y'all go have sex. And get it over with.
Dad's looking for us.
And that's the one he was dreaming about.
I don't get it. Dr. Glass brought me Lindsay's DNA sample back in Charleston.
What kind of mouth does she in?
Study DNA somehow.
See her mouth? What's she in the mouth?
She's not in the mouth. She's in a cocoon.
Well, nobody look at him. The head looking down.
Once inside, butterfly DNA fully activates. And when the cocoon opens, our environment will have to see gone. So Lexi's gone. All I'm saying is you can't cut a caterpillar out of the chrysalis without killing it. The Vol know anything about these cocoons. Let it get around. Show you creation. But we know in terms of getting out alive. Wait a minute. She's not in a shell. As you say. If you know anything, it's zealous. I have nothing more to share. I'm sorry. I must return to my room. I've seen one of these before. In the Ishveni Tower, Karen had you and Lexi in something very similar to this. Never had another.
No. But in dreams about Karen. Memories, I think.
I might be able to try something. Repressed memory therapy. With the right medication, under the right circumstances, it can be effective.
I don't know.
Somehow you got out of that cocoon alive, intact. I remember how you did it. set up in my lap.
We should keep this between us. People are getting nervous about Lexi. Things can get ugly if they find out.
People have the right to know. What she's going into something dangerous. She's like,
Karen. We need to give that an energy.
where'd you get all this? There was a fire in one of the offices. I had to dig through rubble for days. But I'm quite stocked. Vintage the water. If anyone's interested. Anyway, so this is a barbiturate derivative. Part hypnotic, sedative. It's not sodium alcohol, but it'll do.
60.
No, 3. Probably why you're having the dreams. If you do too much, I'll wake up. All right, comfortable? Okay. Try to remember the time you were with your child.
And then there was
Yeah, it was not quite identical, but it was really that fast. It turned around doing like a shutter passing over the sea. And it's on it. Peter was standing
oh, you
there
said
with a smile on his face. Drum beating. It was to die. Open off.
No, don't stop. He has to play Captain Hook. We'll fly away.
Okay, wait till you want to get some sleep.
Okay. Can I have some more?
nice. I woke up one morning and these was on the floor, open. Oh, sure, perfect. Almost sound like some good cereal. You can look at them.
Real. My memories of Karen, my subconscious is held onto everything.
You're not gonna be like Sam.
Tell me. But I really want to do this even more. I couldn't save her. I'm going to save her. I need 6 cc's. Why are you looking at Clint?
Dr. Glass.
Think about Lexi.
I know what he said. If he gives you too much, you might not wake up. What are you doing? Glass. Hey, don't. Take care of her. Fine, sorry. Bird. Sorry, I wanted to be the one. You told me. Hey, yo. You know, I was always afraid to have a daughter. I couldn't imagine. This is the tea parties. I know. It smells so bad. 2 hours at tea parties. I know that she just went to her survival. I should be doing everything to protect us. Just protect her. No matter how old she is, what she looks like, she'll always be out of here. We're going to get you out. Man, we're going to get you out. Oh, wow. A little warmer than I expected. Let's keep putting it in ambulance supply. You got to be ready to roll in 24 hours. It's a plan. Yeah. Plan the same as they're always doing. We're going to shut down the operation. I think we got to hit it close together. That's right. Yeah, that makes
What you fold? You're gonna call. What you got? You got eight.
I just got my family back in one place, in one piece. I'm not going anywhere.
Yep.
Pretend like we're not facing the extinction coming back. Hey, what's the matter with you, Hal?
Well, I finished soccer. Y'all have a good day. I'm tired now.